There are a lot of things you'd probably like to leave behind in 2020. One of the most important being your old underwear drawer. If you're rolling into the new year with the same bunching, chafing, and uncomfortable underwear, then you've got to check out Mack Weldon. Mack Weldon is an essential piece of my new daily routine. These Mack Weldon underwear are so comfortable that if it comes time to change them and I don't have a new clean pair of Mack Weldon undies, I might not wear underwear at all. From socks, shirts, and hoodies to underwear, polos, or active shorts, Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit. Whether you're working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. Their wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. And Weldon Blue, Mack Weldon's totally free loyalty program, gets you free shipping for life. If you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and Mack Weldon will refund you, no questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, PEASANTS, promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi, everybody. It's Drunken Peasants.
Fuck it.
How's it going?
Doing live.
Peasants.
It's episode 832. 832. Welcome back. This is, we've been doing a lot of shows in a row. I can't even tell you which one in a row, like how many in a row it's been.
Fifth in a row.
Fifth in a row, and then we got another one tomorrow. So welcome to everyone. This isn't our usual day that we stream. How can you help us achieve our goals and hopes and dreams throughout this stream? You can like it, follow us on social media. There's a link below to all of our social media. You can join our Facebook fan group. You can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. You can join our Discord. All of it. We have to, because there's some people that only use one. Some people only have enough time in their lives to use one social network. So we have to have a presence on all of the main ones. So that's what we've got.
On all of them.
Also, we have to have a presence when it comes to the world of audio podcasts. So we would invite you to please follow us on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, Podcast Addict, SiriusXM, whatever platform you use to consume audio podcasts. Please follow us there. We're asking that all of our people help the show by following us there because that's huge for us. And doing it's free, it costs nothing, and it makes us look good, if you know what I'm saying. So just do it. Just like follow us. If you don't download audio podcasts, just download Podcast Addict or whatever and just follow us there and just set it so that it'll download everything automatically.
Just set it and forget it.
Set it and forget it to download everything automatically.
Little hash rosin in the chat. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it, baby. Smoke pan every day. I didn't smoke any pan today.
Do you not normally?
I don't normally.
Yeah, I didn't think you did. Yeah, you don't seem to enjoy it quite that much, maybe on occasion.
I had some shrimp cocktail with lobster cocktail today. So that's my high.
Okay.
That's my high.
All right.
Some seafood.
Yeah, also one last quick shill before we move on. Robinhood, become one of the over 100 DP fans that have gotten a free stock by using our affiliate link, join.robinhood.com, and the rest of it is down there. Just go there. Just download the app. You do have to link a bank account to it, but you don't have to buy anything. You don't have to, but if you're interested in getting into trading, this is a good way to get your foot in the door. I get a free stock. You get a free stock. Billy got a free stock about a year ago.
My free stock is at $60 right now. That was $60.
It was like $3 when he first got it.
Yeah.
So you could get a stock that goes up.
It was at like $75 for a while. Your boy's holding on to the dream that one day it'll be worth $1 million.
It's literally just one share, right?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're given one share of a stock, and it's kind of random. So
yeah, I don't know how it works.
Yeah, do that if you could. Now on with the show. So I made the thumbnail thinking like, hey, Baked Alaska in jail, probably going to federal prison.
In jail.
Then this woman that this young woman that we are going to speak of tonight that is responsible for stealing a laptop from Pelosi's office. We're going to talk about that. Now, I realize no charges of any kind have been filed against young Fuentes.
Yeah.
But I found an article that suggests a link between Fuentes. We already know there's one between Nick and Baked Alaska, and actually there's a glowing endorsement video that Nick made of Baked that we'll get to later.
Ooh, that'll be terrible.
But but also there's a connection, as far as I'm reading, between the woman that stole the laptop and Fuentes, and they were both there. She went inside. I don't have concrete evidence that Nick was inside, but he was definitely there and definitely spoke to followers. So I'm wondering, like, did he give orders?
I hope he told everybody and that he'll be taken down as the general of the Capitol disaster.
I mean, he's definitely. I've even heard his own followers describe him as the leader of a movement. So
yeah. It's a movement. We're part of history right now. We're solidifying the supremacy of the white race that now has adopted being Catholic after being degenerate losers. Okay. You fucking goofballs.
Yeah, they're goofs. We'll get into it in our DP Action News segment. Let us begin. Let us pray.
He called me sir. It got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
The doggy. Better well learn to love it.
It could be Nick in that picture with Baked Alaska. It could be not. It could be someone else. It's not clear enough to know for sure. It wouldn't stand up in front of a court. It's not clear enough. It could be though.
The evidence is Michael J. Fox levels of shaky. That's edgy. That I apologize now for that.
So here's the MSNBC report about the woman herself, and then we will cover an article claiming to link them together.
Like this stream right now, guys. It's very important you like this stream. The more people that like this stream, the more people that view this stream, the more people that view this stream, the more people that laugh at my jokes.
Yeah, especially when we're streaming on a day that we wouldn't normally do a stream on. It's very helpful. Day. So, her name's Riley Williams, and here's a news story about her.
Mr. Winter, I know you've gotten some new reporting that the FBI has charged this Pennsylvania woman in the Capitol riot, and they're now looking into whether the woman intended to ship a computer from Speaker Pelosi's office to Russia.
All right, so I've seen people go, oh, she just made a joke about that, and she's only 22. Guess what? 22 is old enough to know better than to break into the Capitol building, steal a laptop, and then even joke around about giving it to a kind of enemy of our country.
If it's a joke, let's investigate and see how much intent was actually there. Bill was actually there to do it, and just prosecute her for the things she definitely did, like break into a federal building and steal a laptop.
And when you break into a federal building and steal a laptop, it's not the time to joke about that kind of stuff.
I got my DP signed folding thing. How are you guys today? My PTSD treatment is going good. I think I might be able to leave my home and be okay soon.
Okay,
Isn't
great.
Hilaria just the best BDW?
Hilaria is the best. I love seeing your story unfold, Carp. Thank you for sharing with us.
There's no more of an appropriate time to be on your best fucking behavior than after stealing shit from the Speaker of the House's office.
Right?
There's no better time to like hide inside and like wait for them to come and arrest you, and in the meantime don't do shit. That's how you're going to get the best possible treatment at this point. If you try to run, if you say dumb shit like this, it's not going to they're going to make it worse for you. If you don't think it can get any worse, try them. That's what I'm saying.
Like, what if you were Edward Snowden, you woke up tomorrow with Baked Alaska sharing a bunk with you?
Right.
Wouldn't you hate your life?
Yes.
You'd be like, holy fuck, I knew this information was there, and I risked my freedom to tell the people about it. These fucking imbeciles ran into a building because they got riled up by a fucking idiot. Did idiot shit, pretended to make prank phone calls, stole a fucking laptop they thought had the secrets of the world in it. I hope they found something. Give them a little bit of justification before they get packed off. And then he's got to wake up and deal with some little fucking memer dweeb sleeping next to him. I'm glad that they caught Baked Alaska before he wasn't going to get immunity. Russia ain't want him.
No, they're not going to take everyone.
Want him. Russia ain't want him.
What more can you tell us about that?
That's right, Craig. So this is just one of the 80 plus now arrests that have been made in connection with what happened at the Capitol on January 6th. And this would not be an extraordinary case if it were not what apparently, according to the FBI, a person they describe as a former romantic partner told them. So this person,
ex-lover, squealed on her.
is Riley Williams. She's from the Harrisburg, Pennsylvania area. This is her driver's license, according to the FBI driver's license photo. And so basically what they said is that this former romantic partner talked to them, left several messages on their tip line, and essentially said, Craig, that she had told her, Williams had told this person, that she intended to take this computer or hard drive that was taken from Speaker Pelosi's office, send it to Russia, and there a friend would pass it along to the SVR, which is kind of the American equivalent of the CIA. There's no indication here that the laptop has left the United States. As a matter of fact, they say that according to their investigation, it appears that the computer device has been destroyed or at least has not left the country at this point. The FBI says this matter is still under investigation. It's not yet clear whether Williams is in custody, and it's not clear, according to the FBI, why she didn't end up shipping this laptop to Russia. It also isn't clear whether or not the person in Russia had some sort of direct connection to the SVR or was just going to drive up to the front gate and hand it over.
I heard that she actually gave the laptop to Chris Hansen, and it's going to sit there for about 6 months.
He had to give it to, what's his name, Nicholas Decotra?
Yeah.
Nicotra?
Nicholas Fuentes Decotra?
Yeah.
Nicholas Nicotra?
A lot more information needs to be gathered here. This comes from a criminal complaint that's involved in this case.
Vincent Nicotra. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
Vincent.
Obviously, we're going to be tracking it to see where the FBI investigation progresses. But it is a troubling statement if true, and certainly indicates to the FBI that this is somebody that they want to get a hold of and obviously want to be able to recover that information.
Hey, thanks, Rachel Maddow. Thanks for being a real man I can look up to, not like Cucker Tarleson.
Oh, my God.
What?
You just misgender Rachel Maddow?
It's okay.
Is it?
Sure, it's okay. Rachel Maddow's a woman, born a woman. I can call her a fucking man.
Okay.
There's no confusion there.
My fellow Americans, it has been the greatest honor of my life to serve as First Lady of the United States. I have been inspired by...
This will probably be the most she's ever talked since she went into the White House.
Hey, you know, though, like Melania, I got to give her credit for that shit she said about Christmas. I actually like that. She's like, why do I got to do this bullshit? Why do I gotta do all this bullshit? I don't want to do this bullshit. I respect that. I know she's doing it from a place of laziness and being a prissy rich brat of a wife, but fuck it. Why?
Incredible Americans across our country who lift up our communities.
Laptop to your communities?
Courage, goodness.
I think she said lift up, but it was leafed up.
Oh, I thought she said that she's gonna have the laptop sent to her communities.
The past 4 years have been unforgettable. As Donald and I conclude our time in the White House, I think of all of the people I have taken home in my heart and their incredible stories of love, patriotism, and determination. I see the faces of brave young soldiers who have told me with their pride in their eyes how much they love serving this country. To every service member and to our incredible military families.
I wonder if she spoke this with a like a Mexican accent. If the MAGA people would be as welcoming as this other accent, because this is like this is the First Lady of America, and she doesn't even have like a Native American dialect when she talks.
American dialect,
like that American dialect.
Yeah, she's
that English
the first. Like she's the first of her kind.
I like
to
it.
hold her position.
I
like it.
And he will always be in my thoughts and prayers. I think of all of the members of law enforcement who greet us everywhere we go. At every hour of every day, they stand guard to keep our communities safe, and we are forever in their depth.
Maybe that's why all the America First we are in their depth.
She said depth though. It sounded like
forever in their depth.
I think that's what she said. Hold on, let's see.
I have been moved.
Oh, hold on, I didn't go back fast or far enough. Let's see.
And we are forever in their depth.
Yep.
Depth. Their depth.
We are forever in their depth.
I have been moved by children I have visited in hospitals and foster care centers. Even
she just wanted to be a trophy wife. I don't even think she wanted this shit. She just wanted to like marry a rich guy, live the good life, and when he croaks, keep all of his money. That's what she wanted.
As they fight
American
difficult
royalty.
illnesses or face challenges, they bring such a joy to everyone they meet. I remember the mothers who have battled the disease of opioid addiction and have overcome incredible hardships for love of their children.
So
I have
let's get
been
some opioid
inspired by the
reparations.
devoted caregivers for babies born with neonatal absence syndrome and communities that give these children the support and care they need to grow. When I think about these meaningful experiences, I'm humbled to have had the opportunity to represent a nation with such kind and generous people. As the world continues to confront the COVID-19 pandemic, I thank all of the nurses, doctors, healthcare professionals, manufacturing workers, truck drivers, and so many others who are working to save lives. We grieve for the families who have lost a loved one due to the pandemic.
Even with the accent and the lack of experience, I think she reads a speech better than Trump.
Trump's okay when he's on script. He's not terrible.
He's always throwing in his own little quips that make it worse.
It's usually he usually shoots off the hip a lot, and that's terrible.
He'll ad lib.
That.
Well, even when he has a script to read, he'll like ad lib a little bit in it, and you can tell when he does it because he has such a lower vocabulary when he's shooting from the hip than when he's reading something that someone else wrote for him.
When he when he has to clean up a mess he made, he usually is pretty good at sticking to the script.
Well, he did that, but then he'll go back on it the next day or the day after.
Oh yeah, he just needs that one time getting through it, and then everybody forgets.
Life is precious, and I ask all Americans to use caution and common sense
and condoms
to protect the vulnerable, as millions of vaccines are now being delivered.
Operation Warp Speed is fucking slow, by the way. It's very slow. So what's Warp Speed about it?
Does she kind of sound like Corpse Midget? Like, is she Corpse Hottie?
They're not from the same country.
Okay.
In the midst of hardship, we have seen the best of America shine through. Students have made cards and delivered groceries to our senior citizens. Teachers have worked twice as hard to keep our children learning. Families have come together to provide.
She's from the same country Barbara's from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Provide meals, supplies, comfort, and friendship to those in need. Be passionate in everything you do, but always remember that violence is never the answer and will never be justified.
Never.
When I came to the White House, I reflected on the responsibility I have always felt.
All right, I don't want to watch the rest
and
of it.
another thing. Let's try to get to 66.6%. Satanic.
That would be would be
Donate
amazing.
If you are able.
Yeah.
Wow, they said it best. They said it better than I could.
Thank you very much. We do want to try and get to that goal. Again, we're doing our third show of the week tomorrow, 3 in a row. We did 3 before
66
this.
would be 2/3 of the way there, and that would actually take a lot of the pressure off the people that'll be there on the final day.
On the final countdown.
I'm looking at our donation history because I'm looking at so far the top donors this month. It's been Coop Car for several months, but so far this month, Goose Juice is actually in first place. We have Goose Juice in first place, Eric in second place. Goose Juice has just under twice as many as Eric. And then Flame Lies, and then Brian D. Boyd in fourth, and then Coop Car in fifth.
Yeah, I saw Coop Car show us some love yesterday.
Yeah.
So, I know. It's good. It's very good.
See, Coop Car does like a few large donations, and like someone like Goose Juice has done like a bunch of smaller donations that have added up to something. So people do it in different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to move on to the you know what? I forgot that we were going to read the article before I played Melania.
The farticle. The FBI is investigating whether a Capitol rioter stole Nancy Pelosi's laptop to sell to Russia.
Yeah, so this article, let me
Riley June Williams, 22, is currently on the run after the video footage clearly shows her taking...
Hold on. Give me just a second here. All right. So I just wanted to see where he was mentioned in this. Sorry.
Active role in directing the insurrection.
Yep.
Woman seen wearing white nationalist T-shirt and directing people towards Nancy Pelosi's office during the Capitol insurrection on January 6th is now under investigation for possibly stealing the Speaker of the House's laptop and planning to sell it to Russia's Secret Service.
Goose wins.
Goose wins! What's up,
wow.
Eric? Cheers, brother. Thank you. Riley June Williams, 22, from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, is currently on the run from authorities after video footage captured inside the Capitol clearly shows her taking an active role in directing the insurrection. But the FBI is now investigating an altogether more troubling accusation. According to former love interest of Williams, who contacted the FBI's tip line, in the days after the attack, Williams had stolen a laptop or hard drive from Pelosi's office, which she planned to give to the Kremlin.
Yeah, I wonder what the bad blood was. That it's funny that they keep mentioning that.
I wonder if she even took the laptop or hard drive. Like, it's according to the friend, like saying she had it. Like, I wonder if she was just bullshitting, just like memeing, trying to like sound badass.
You never know at this point.
Those details were included in an affidavit filed on Sunday evening by FBI agent Jonathan Lund, outlining the criminal case against Williams. The witness also claimed to have spoken to friends of Williams, who showed the witness a video of Williams taking a laptop computer or hard drive from Speaker Pelosi's office. Well, that's good. There's some video evidence. The witness stated that Williams intended to send the computer device to a friend in Russia, who then planned to sell the device to SVR, Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service. So somebody, was E.M. Dubois on Twitter, a fan of ours, said, I cannot sit back and watch people make fun of Riley. She's 22 years old, and she could have been the whistleblower to show the election was rigged.
Whoa!
Ben Livingston. Yeah, baby. 316. Dead-ant. We're 40% of the way there. I think we're going to hit that 66.6 today. But he was saying, she's 22-year-old girl, barely a baby, barely a baby, and could have been a whistleblower. If she was actually going to sell the device to Russia, that's not a whistleblower. That's
selling.
That's somebody trying to make a profit off of this. So I hope the selling is wrong for your case, but also the fact that, you know, she is an adult. If she would have committed certain other crimes, we wouldn't be like, she's just a little kid. She shouldn't have been a part of this. And I do think there's a lot of Trump derangement at hand here, that people were under a spell, a manipulative spell.
Is this, would this be considered espionage?
Mm-hmm. 100% selling federal information to the fucking Russians?
Right.
That's treason, right?
I'm pretty
you have to be a federal agent or something, or like a official to commit treason.
Yeah, I don't think it's treason. I think it might be espionage. I think that might have been what Chelsea Manning was charged with too. I don't know.
Yeah. Who Chelsea Manning used to be Peyton Manning, right?
Bradley.
Oh. Who then planned to sell the device to SVR, Russian Foreign Intelligence Service. The witness said that the sale had fallen through for unknown reasons, that Williams either destroyed the computer device or still has it. Well, there you go. Either still have it or you destroyed it. What else could you have done with it? Given it away? Loon added the Russian allegations are still under investigation, and I hope that they're not true for her sake. I hope she was just being a fucking little shithead, you know, for her sake. And if they are true, well, I'm sorry. You're going to have to deal with the consequences. The affidavit says Williams has changed her telephone number and deleted her social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, and Parler since January 6th. Williams was first identified over the weekend by UK broadcaster ITV, which published a report about Williams' activities inside the Capitol. The report spoke to Williams' mother, Wendy Williams.
Not the old like punk rock performer.
No, I mean the Wendy Williams is the black lady that has like a daytime talk show.
Oh yeah.
You think that's her mama?
Maybe.
Who confirmed that her daughter had just took off, and hadn't said where she was going. She confirmed her daughter was the person seen directing people upstairs towards Pelosi's office. She took a sudden interest in Trump's politics and far-right message boards, Wendy Williams said. Williams had traveled to Washington, D.C. on January 6th with her father, who told the FBI they didn't stay together for the day and that his daughter had met up with other individuals she knew at the protests.
And
among those she may have been meeting up with were other supporters of the white nationalist Nick Fuentes. Oh, yeah, all my fans. We're Groypers. Williams was seen wearing a T-shirt with a design, I'm with Groyper.
Okay, yeah, that's Nick's group. That's his movement. That's, him and Spexo and this lady. They're like all Groypers.
Iri Yasalamiri says, wow, Billy, you claim to be woke. Open my eyes, Papa. What am I not woke about? We're having a conversation here. You want to add to it? Send me a $20 dono with what I have to wake up about, and I'll read that motherfucker live on air. Let's go. Williams was seen wearing the T-shirt with a slogan, I'm with Groyper, a reference to the far-right America First group led by Fuentes, who attended the Trump rally in Washington on January 6th, but said he didn't enter the Capitol.
It might not matter. The fact that he was even there and was the leader of a group of protesters there.
I doubt.
Let's see if he's on video saying anything. If he incited anything, incitement's not protected speech.
The problem with this is, in my mind, I believe Nick is a fucking weenie, and
He
even
is.
then knew that he didn't want to incite people. They were already riled up anyways. He was like, guys, I'm not going to do it. I got to
incites
stay
people
out of
already.
this. Well, he does from his little grandma's fucking basement or whatever.
No, he doesn't stay there though. He goes out, and he was gaining steam attending all these rallies and being. I've seen multiple videos of him at these rallies, and he's got hundreds of people around him.
Have you seen the Alex Jones video where he was actively telling people not to go when he was there at the Capitol building thing? He's like, don't go in the Capitol building. Don't do it. Because people were trying to pin it on him, and he had video of him actively saying no, which is good for Alex Jones, seeing as how fucking he's pretty insightful a lot of the time. But he had to go through an entire court case about that with the Sandy Hook insight shit. So hopefully he's learned his lesson and won't push his shit anymore. Nick still might have a lesson to learn. Great find at by Dyke Country. Looks like Green Shirt Lady has a Groyper Army related T-shirt on ADL SPL Center. This is from Carl Deeker. But others did. ProPublica identified one group of Fuentes supporters who call themselves the Groyper Army running through the Capitol carrying a large blue flag with the America First logo.
His logo. Like the logo that's the profile image for what was his YouTube channel and his D Live. Is he still gone from D Live? Yeah, I think he had to like create essentially his own platform, like his own website.
Iri Yaslamiri in chat brought up again that I thought all black people were related because I said that her mom was Wendy Williams. This girl's not even black.
Yeah, she's not.
It was a joke, dude. They share the same fucking name. So I hope you're trolling me right now.
They probably are.
And what I want, Erie, is for you to troll me in the $20 dono comment. Please.
Do those instead.
Please send those $20 dono comments.
Here's Dallas Realtor charged in Capitol riot says she has no regrets. She hasn't been sentenced yet. And I've seen people be like, oh, why do we want to use our tax dollars to pay for Baked Alaska to have meals and shelter? Dude, it's prison, okay? It's not Club Med. He's not going to be comfortable and happy there.
So were they saying just let him be free?
I don't know. But maybe that's the best defense they have at this point. I don't know.
Comes after the deadly riot at the U.S. Capitol nearly 2 weeks ago. 5 people were either killed in that chaos or later died in the aftermath.
And numerous arrests have been made. Rioters were photographed by news photographers, and others bragged about their criminal antics on social media.
Tonight, a North Texas realtor says that even after her arrest, she has no regrets about storming the Capitol. Our Jacob Rascone is live in our newsroom tonight with this woman's latest public response. Jacob?
Yeah, Chris, we're talking about the 50-year-old real estate agent from Dallas live streaming herself entering the Capitol with a mob of the president's supporters. Tonight, Jenna Ryan says she has no regrets. Ryan spoke candidly in an interview with NBC News and says she was invited to attend the president's rally January 6th by a man on Facebook. Of course, many who attended that rally later marched to the Capitol, and some broke into the building, including Ryan. 2 days after she flew back home to North Texas, federal investigators charged her with disorderly conduct and knowingly entering a restricted area. Ryan says she still believes she broke no laws.
I personally feel innocent in every.
I feel innocent.
Everything that I have
She's
done.
probably sold a bunch of properties just off of this recognition already.
She looks like a blow-up doll right here.
They're big Trumper nation, like, in Texas. All the stores got Trump signs everywhere.
She did break the law.
Yeah,
so it doesn't
but she's
matter
probably
if she
making a
feels.
lot of money off of this.
I don't know anything. Who knows, dude? How do we know how much money she's making?
Well, she's a realtor and she's all over the news. People are going to want to come to her.
You feel like a
martyr?
I feel like I feel, and I have the right to feel
like a
this way.
martyr.
Ryan admits to breaking into the Capitol, but says she was inside for only 2 minutes before taking off because, in her words, she felt uncomfortable. Ryan added that she will not vote in an election again because she says she believes the election system is corrupt.
Good. That's what I want. I want these lunatics not voting anymore. Perfect. Yeah, it was rigged. It was rigged. Don't vote again. It's not worth it.
Just a little treason.
Stop voting.
I wonder what she'll get. Like, she says it's worth it now, but she hasn't been fucking prosecuted yet. No. Let's see what happens when she's sitting across the prosecutor table.
They'll start from the top down, and she, if all she did was run in there and they don't have evidence of her like breaking windows and shit, she might not get any charges. We'll see.
Right now, all these people are getting like all the benefits of being the murders from the fans. They're all like probably getting huge support. The Kyle Rittenhouse treatment, where they're getting beers bought from at the bar. They're taking fucking white supremacist photographs at the bar. They're all getting their little push.
Ryan is among those convinced, despite all the evidence to the contrary, that Donald Trump, in fact, won a re-election. Ryan has also asked President Trump for a pardon and says even if that doesn't happen, she will continue to support him no matter what he does.
Wow, you're going to support him even if he doesn't give you a pardon when you were there supporting him. And literally, he gets unlimited pardons and he can pardon you for any reason. You could be a mass murderer and he can pardon you. So he's
Can he do that without any like backlash? Like,
there would just, the pardon wouldn't go away. I mean, he'd get backlash because people would be like, why did you pardon the mass murderer?
but they would be able to get out no matter what. Like,
Yeah.
Oh fuck! It's that powerful?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you when you were like, when Trump leaves office, he doesn't lose power. I was like, fuck yeah, he's losing power.
Well, no, that's like I didn't know the pardon had like he doesn't have to have any like.
No one has to approve his pardon. He can pardon anyone for any crime.
Oh man, that's interesting. What's the worst pardon you think we've had in our history, our country's history? Like, what's the most egregious pardon? That's interesting. Does anybody know who got the most fucking who was the dirtiest motherfucker to catch a pardon?
Whoops, I dropped this. Here you go.
Oh,
PT
man, we're
Hammer,
at
thank
50%
you.
now.
We're halfway to the goal.
People are saying Nixon, and I mean Nixon was a president that ordered his goons to spy on the other party because he was so afraid of losing an election.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's pretty dirty. And if you notice, his successor, Gerald Ford, is the only president and vice president to never have been elected into that position. He got into Nixon's previous vice president, Spiro Agnew, resigned for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe because of Watergate. I'm not sure, actually. I don't know. But then Gerald Ford just was appointed vice president, and then Nixon resigned, so he was appointed president, and then he ran for re-election against Carter, and Carter beat him. So he never won an election, and he was...
Carter beat him. Carter got one term.
Carter got one term to Reagan, and then
Yeah.
Reagan got two, Bush got one, Clinton got two, Bush number two got two, Obama got two, Trump got one.
But really, all those Reagan, both Bushes, the Clintons, Obama, they were all really Bush Senior's presidencies. He crafted that entire thing through the CIA beautifully. Bush Senior, crazy control of this country.
President Trump is preparing to leave the White House with an impeachment trial in the Senate looming. The House could send the article of impeachment to the Senate as early as tomorrow. The trial could begin on Wednesday, Inauguration Day. Cecilia Vega.
They're going to start right away.
Good morning, Cecilia.
There's probably nothing going to come of this, but it's going to be on his record. That's a win for them at this point.
Eric of Christland earlier in the fan chat said Giuliani was apparently caught on tape saying pardons cost $2 million donated to the PAC.
Yeah, I think we talked about that recently. I
didn't know it was caught on tape, though.
Oh. Well,
that'll be interesting if that actually is true.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are for that. I know, I brought up the former governor of Illinois, went to prison for years for, selling Obama's old Senate seat, or offering to, at least. So I would think selling a pardon would be illegal. But you could pardon someone who got arrested for selling a pardon. So I don't know.
Robin, good morning to you. So this president who seemed to relish his time in the spotlight is spending his final days in isolation. We have not seen President Trump publicly in 6 days, and he hasn't had anything significant on his public schedule in that same amount of time, except for a note from his aides who say that he is working from early in the morning until late in the evening, making many calls and taking many meetings. This morning, President Trump on the verge of his second impeachment trial, but his defense still in disarray. His personal lawyer, Rudy Giuliani.
Oh my God, Giuliani can hardly walk. Look at this dude.
Spotted at the White House over the
Maybe he just got done having an interview with a young intern.
weekend, said he was working on the case. But overnight, Giuliani now telling ABC News he won't be on the president's legal team after all, saying his role in the rally before the riot makes him a witness. He was among those who whipped the mob into a frenzy before they stormed the Capitol.
Yeah, it kind of makes you a suspect.
He's there with Doc Brown, Back to the Future, Trial by Combat. Let's
have trial by combat.
The two lawyers who led the president's defense during his first impeachment also aren't expected to represent him this time. And
Yeah, because then they knew they had a good case. Now, not so good. And they don't want to look bad representing Trump at this point. I mean, he's at the lowest point he can be.
the clock is
Did you hear about
ticking.
the Biden team trying to have all the National Guard around, not have their magazines and ammo in their guns because they're worried that one of the National Guard will try and assassinate Biden at the inauguration?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never
With
heard
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi expected to send the article of impeachment to the Senate any day now, his impeachment trial could begin as soon as Inauguration Day.
This was the most serious presidential crime in the history of the United States of America, the most dangerous crime by a president ever committed against the United States.
Democrats need at least 17 Republicans to vote with them in order to convict the president. Their goal, to block him from ever running for office again. But allies like Lindsey Graham pushing for the Senate to dismiss the case.
Impeaching him after he leaves office is not only unconstitutional, from a Republican point of view, it would destroy our party.
President Trump remains isolated inside the White House, his final days in office spent mostly alone. Described as a pariah in Washington, he's livid and foregoing all the niceties that a sitting president usually extends to his successor. A morning greeting at the White House, not happening. Same for a shared limo ride. In fact, President Trump is refusing to attend.
He was given all of these courtesies, but he can't extend the same, I guess.
And the inauguration altogether.
He's always been a
the first
selfish
president
fucking
in more than
dude.
150 years
Exactly.
to do
Before he
so.
was president.
There wasn't even a phone call to congratulate Joe Biden. Instead, the Trumps will leave town early Wednesday morning, hours before the swearing-in ceremony. The send-off exactly what President Trump wanted. He'll be surrounded by uniformed military at Joint Base Andrews. There will be a military band and a red carpet flanked by troops as he boards Air Force One for the last time.
Yeah, he said he wanted like a military-style send-off.
There may even be an Air Force fighter jet flyover just as he heads to his new home, Mar-a-Lago. Now, in these final days, President Trump is expected to issue a flurry of pardons and commutations, potentially more than 100. A self-pardon does remain a possibility, even though his lawyers have strongly advised against that and privately have told others that they could quit if the president decides to go that route. And on top of all of that, TJ, our new poll shows that an overwhelming majority of Americans is opposed to this move of President Trump pardoning himself. You can see it right there.
Do you have to pardon from an actual crime? Like, can you give yourself a future pardon?
I don't know.
Like, does he have to sit down with the FBI, admit to everything, and then pardon himself?
I don't think he can indefinitely pardon himself in the future. He could. I don't know if he could be like, "Hey, I pardon myself from anything I've done." I always thought there had to be charges because you have to, or actually a conviction. A pardon is being pardoned for the conviction of a crime.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know how it works.
You ever watch The Shield on FX?
No.
So there's The Shield. The last episode, the main guy, he's like the Shield agent. He's a SWAT agent basically for the L.A. Los Angeles Police Department, and a detective guy. He's sitting down with the FBI because like he's convinced them that he needs to be pardoned or whatever. To get the FBI to pass him through, and they're sitting down, and he has to admit to everything he's done, or else his FBI. Not pardon, whatever the FBI does, wouldn't go through. And he's just going through all the bad shit he did in front of them. And like as they're going through it, they're realizing they're letting a monster off. Like I would love that scene.
So
if Trump had to go through every bad thing he's done to make sure his pardon works.
Well, I mean, if he does pardon himself, it's an admission of guilt. I mean,
yeah.
Why do you need to say I pardon myself if you're not guilty of something?
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see.
8% say they do not want to see him do this.
But we shall see. All right, Cecilia Vega for us. Thank you so much.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out.
Thank you, Robin Roberts. I wonder if Robin Roberts is related to Wendy Williams.
It kind of seems like that kind of pardoning power to pardon yourself is kind of something that like an emperor would have, not a democratically elected leader, but who knows?
It's very interesting.
Here's
Very interesting.
Yeah, there should be some level. There should be a level of accountability. Here's Biden planning some major changes, like reversing old Trump policies.
And President-elect Joe Biden unveiling big plans to reverse major Trump administration policies in the first 10 days in office. His incoming chief of staff says he'll sign about a dozen executive orders on his first day. And our new White House correspondent, Peter Doocy, is live in Washington. I've been making fun of the agenda for day one for a while. It's going to be a busy day. I think they are going to try to get a lot done. What do you know?
Dana, we've seen a memo that the incoming White House chief of staff sent to incoming White House senior staff that lays out exactly how Biden...
Dana had a hot mic for a second there.
...is going to use the powers of the presidency on Wednesday. He is going to rejoin the Paris Climate Agreement, which President Trump pulled out of because he thought the terms were unfair to U.S. businesses, reverse the travel ban on visitors from majority Muslim countries, mandate mask wearing on federal property and on interstate travelers, and extend a pause on payments of student loans.
Yes. Can
I get a student loan right now?
Mask mandate on federal property, out-of-state travelers, too.
The inaugural address should outline Biden's thinking on all four of these things.
There was somebody talking about, they're talking like, see, Biden's already breaking down America first. And one of the things they brought up was that he was going to push a $15 minimum wage. And it's like, well, what? Is that not a good thing for Americans? You don't think a $15 minimum wage is a good thing for Americans?
Well, people say, oh, it'll increase the cost of living. It's like, well, the cost of living's already been going up constantly the entire time. So, I mean, and the minimum wage that's around now has been around quite a while.
The McDonald's employee in Denmark gets paid $20 an hour in McDonald's in Denmark. And the burgers there, the Big Mac is like 80 cents more in Denmark than it is here. So, like, it's not that big of a push to make sure. I'll pay 80 more cents for a Big Mac if that means the person giving it to me can live in a fucking house.
Unity.
Or at least a nice apartment.
Message of getting things done. That's what he'll be talking about January 20th. And as you noted at the outset of this, he's going to come back to the White House after giving that speech at the Capitol and take some immediate actions to start to move this country forward.
But immediate action isn't likely when Biden needs to get Congress involved, which he has to if he wants to make his vision for a $1.9 trillion stimulus package a reality. This is Joe Biden's last full day in Delaware before becoming president, and he's going to spend part of it a short drive from his house in Philadelphia, volunteering at a food bank.
This guy looks like a fat-faced Zach Morris.
He's Steve Doocy's son.
Yeah, I just can't help but think that Fox News is going to have him as their correspondent to the White House now, and it's going to be him as fat-faced Zach Morris and Joe Biden as Mr. Belding, and he's just going to be like harassing him and sassing him the entire time. I feel like that's coming up in this next season of America, and I'm here for it. I love Saved by the Bell.
Got to say, the White House looks good on you, Peter. And for viewers at home that don't know, Peter is so tall that he's actually standing there in front of the White House.
Sounds like
Thanks,
me.
Peter.
Thanks.
When the teacher pops a test, you know. And then $1.9 trillion stimulus from Biden.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. What did Trump ever, like, did he orchestrate any of those stimuluses for COVID? Like, wasn't that all Congress?
No, the first one he signed off on.
Well, he
really
signed
quick.
off on it, yeah, but he didn't put anything like into
that's what
it, did he?
I mean, that's mostly what the president does. He can come up with a plan, or he can support certain things, but it's up to Congress to make it a law, and then he signs off on it.
Biden's coming in having worked there.
Yeah, and Biden. So Biden has like a stimulus plan, but this isn't going to happen without unless he does it like executive order. Like certain things he can executive order, and I believe Trump's did that a few times.
I think Trump executive ordered the unemployment,
something like that.
$300 extra for a certain stint, which is good stuff. Like there's good stuff Trump did do, and even if you don't like Trump, the fact that he got 3 Supreme Court justices in is fucking nuts.
I think there should be an executive order at first because people can't wait for the stimulus, for the help financially at this point. And we don't want to sit by and watch the two parties fight each other and take fucking forever to give people the help they need. It needs to happen right away. So I'm okay with Biden maybe executive ordering some of this stuff immediately. Here's ex-Florida data scientist turns herself in after a arrest warrant issued.
Former Department of Health employee who helped create Florida's COVID-19 dashboard last year is out of jail tonight. Rebecca Jones posted bond this morning after turning herself into authorities. When walking out, she told reporters she tested positive for the coronavirus in jail. Jake Stofan joining us live from Tallahassee. Jake, she's accused of accessing a state emergency alert system, taking confidential information from the health department. What is next for her?
Well, she is out of jail for now, but she faces prison time if she's convicted. For now, she's prohibited from using any of the data she allegedly downloaded. She's also prohibited from accessing any state computer databases.
Former state data scientist Rebecca Jones turned herself into authorities after a warrant for her arrest was issued. Jones is accused of sending 3 unauthorized messages from a Department of Health emergency alert system.
You have been charged with a third-degree felony.
Making her first appearance in court, the state requested she be prohibited from accessing the internet as a
This should be
condition of her
Biden's
release.
first pardon.
Literally trying to kill a gnat with an axe. It's simply not practical.
The judge declined, setting her bail at $2,500, but added she is prohibited from accessing any state computer systems.
My point is to ensure that she doesn't do anything through the internet that is illegal.
Police confiscated her computer during a search of her home in December.
Outside.
Police say they found evidence on Jones's computer that linked her to the messages. They also say they found she had downloaded confidential contact information for more than 19,000 people.
Jones is also facing a cyber stalking charge from 2019. Her latest arrest violated a plea deal that had been
cyber stalking. Now, you can't mention that and not give us at least a little more info.
From 2019.
Like who
what
was
is
she
this?
stalking?
previously agreed upon.
Upon her release, Jones had little to say about the charges, but did say she tested positive for COVID after entering the jail.
I just wanted to tell you guys to make sure you take care of your own health. COVID is by no means over, and we're still going to be dealing with this virus for a lot longer.
Jones faces a maximum of 6 years in prison. Her lawyer vows to vigorously fight the charges. She's armed with a deep wallet, having raised more than $500,000 between 2 GoFundMe accounts.
Now, Jones originally captured national headlines after she was fired from the Department of Health for what the state described as insubordination. Now, Jones contests that, arguing she was fired for refusing to manipulate COVID data the state was making public. Reporting live from the state capitol, Jake Stofan, Channel 4, the local station.
The local station.
Oh, Florida has been interesting. Like, Disney World's still open. They run all the wrestling out of there.
To no crowds.
To no crowds. They had crowds for like a little. They try to do crowds. Vince says he's going to try and get crowds at WrestleMania 38, I think. They have it booked for, I think, Texas. I don't know.
What is this?
From November 4th on, every day I have spent looking into the election fraud. I've worked with Sidney Powell, General Flynn.
Imagine standing out in the rain to listen to this guy talk.
All the guys with these machines, these experts, and I can tell you,
But then you see those old men who
100%.
like start crying when you ask them about Donald Trump. Like, how do you feel about Donald Trump? Like, I'm 65 years old, and it's the first time in my life that somebody cared about me.
Donald Trump is
They're
going to
fucking
be
deranged.
the president for 4 more years.
They'd suck dick in the rain if they thought Trump would be president.
I have never, ever said anything less than 100%. And just today, there was so much this morning. I was on the phone with General Flynn, and just even more evidence came out. These are going to be bonus evidence just to put more people in prison. You know, and right now I'm telling everyone in this country, you have to 100% believe me.
He could be Paul Bearer, and Trump could be the Trumper taker.
The
I tell you, Donald Trump was picked for 8 years by God, not 4.
He was picked for 8 years by God.
And I
not
want
4.
everybody, you just keep the faith. God's granted me this big platform.
You fucking idiot. Oh, I hate this pillow guy.
And I just know with everything that's going to happen, you're going to see
There's almost nobody there, by the way.
miracles happen in the next couple of days.
I talk to God. And you know what God wants? He wants you guys to live your life for yourselves now. Stop listening to everybody else that tells you what to do in his name. He's tired of having to take the fucking L because you guys think he wants you to vote for Trump. You know what he wants you to do? He wants you to live a happy, successful life. Make a couple babies. Make a couple fucking podcasts. Make something. He wants you to do something for yourself, for this world, and then die without making too much of a mess. That's all he wants. I talk to God. That's all he wants. That, and he wants you to vote for me for mayor of Seattle.
Here's Lindsey Graham. He's telling Biden to stand down on the Trump impeachment. Hey
guys, y'all know Donald didn't do nothing real bad. He just told him
silly boy, y'all.
He told him to go for a walk. Like, I've been to the Capitol. It's not a big deal. They can go up in there, take their underwear pictures, and pick their nose and call Nancy Pelosi.
Fuck my pillow guy.
And first this morning, a new page turned in America as the peaceful transfer of power
Is this
will
Donald
take
Trump in a
place
wig?
Wednesday morning with the inauguration of President-elect Joe Biden. Biden's aides say that he will take executive action within the first 10 days in office to return the United States to the Paris Climate Accord and put a new mask mandate in place after spending trillions with that blowout spending package announced last week. Joining me right now with a reaction to the new president and policies is South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham. Senator, it's good to see you this morning. Thanks very much for being here.
Y'all.
Will you be going to the inauguration, and what should we expect?
We should expect a peaceful transfer of power. I will be there. I think it's important that I show up, and we'll have a new president Wednesday. And if the first thing he does is go back into the Paris Climate Accords, that's a disaster for the U.S. economy. The accords basically give China and India a pass on.
There's a disaster for the U.S. economy called COVID. That's way worse for the U.S. economy. I mean, I don't even know if the climate accords are bad for the economy. I would guess not if this guy's saying they're bad, but that doesn't even matter. COVID is the problem with the economy right now. That is what's ruining the economy.
Their carbon emissions, and how do you enforce a national mask mandate? So if that's what he's going to lead off with, he's going to have a tough rollout of his presidency.
How do you enforce a national mask mandate? Man, it really shouldn't be that hard to put a fucking mask on.
Yeah,
Why should you have to enforce this? This is not the fucking knee to your neck that they're making it out to be.
They're so against mask wearing that they won't even wear it to hide their face when they're committing a crime. I don't understand.
I want to get back to Joe Biden in a moment. I know that you had a message for President Trump this morning, Senator.
Yeah, Mr. President, your policies will stand the test of time. You're the most important figure in the Republican Party. You can shape the direction of the party, keep your movement alive. We need to understand that these are difficult times. I appreciate what you did Thursday. There are a lot of people urging the president to pardon folks who participated in defiling.
That's an amazing trick how he learned to talk so well with Trump's dick in his mouth.
The Capitol, the rioters. I don't care if you went there and spread flowers on the floor. You breached the security of the Capitol. You interrupted a joint session of Congress. You tried to intimidate us all. You should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, and to seek a pardon of these people would be wrong. It would be, I think it would destroy President Trump, and I hope we don't go down that road. They chose to go into that Capitol, defile the Capitol. President Trump never said go into the Capitol and try to interrupt a joint session of Congress.
He said march down the street and tell them to stop. Basically, I don't have like an
he
exact
didn't actually tell them to go in, right? They took his direction and went. They overachieved. You know, they're overachievers, those MAGA crowds.
That was the choice they made, and they need to live with that choice.
The president obviously trying to send messages here because many of his supporters continue to believe there was fraud in the election, and they feel robbed, Senator.
Well, I tell you what, you can feel any way you want to. There was irregularities in mail-in voting. 66,000 people under 18 did not vote in Georgia. You did not have 8,000 felons as claimed voting from prison in Arizona. The election is over. The Electoral College certified the elections. I'm disappointed in the outcome. I wish he would have won. I appreciate what the president said Thursday. We reject violence. His movement is not about violence. It is about peace and it's about policy.
You mean the thing he said after all the other stuff that he said, like almost encouraging it? Like his first message on Twitter that got him suspended from Twitter.
Oop.
Telling people to calm down, but then complaining about how they're stealing everything. I don't know.
See, it is now time to move on to Joe Biden. You talk about unifying the country. If you do not stand up against the impeachment of President Trump after he leaves office, you're an incredibly weak figure in American history. President Trump is trying to heal the nation. Pursuing impeachment after he leaves the office will further divide the country. It will ruin the start of your presidency, Joe Biden. You need to stand up to the radical left and tell Schumer to dismiss what I think is an unconstitutional attempt to impeach President Trump.
Do you think he might do that? You think Biden might just be like, let's put it in pass, let's move forward?
It's not up to him. I mean, he can give his opinion on it, but it's not up to him. I think he said he's just gonna like deal with his administration and let the Senate figure it out, because it's up to the Senate. Biden has really no place in it. He can offer support or he can speak out against it. That's all he can really do. He can't stop them from impeaching him. I mean, he's already been impeached. Like, so now they're going to have a Senate trial. We'll see how it goes.
Out of office. Stand down.
Yeah, I mean, this is a crisis for the Biden administration as well. He's trying to put in an agenda, and you've got the Democrats pushing to impeach who will be a former president, assertive. Senator.
Stand down and stand by. Am I right?
Yeah, this is insane at every level. It will create...
You're right. It is insane at your level. Everyone, please like the stream. Everyone who's here, if you could like the stream, that helps us. It gets more people in here.
Give us a like, Papa. Do it now. Do it now.
If you do if we get to 200 likes, Shabisky will do a dab at some point. I know he's not here, but I guarantee you he'll do a dab.
Can we message him and get him on to do a dab?
No, he'll just do a dab.
Further division in the country.
Somebody can message Shabisky.
What
tell him to
good
do a
comes
dab.
from impeaching Donald Trump after he leaves office? This is a scarlet letter impeachment where the Democrats are trying openly to disqualify President Trump from ever holding office again after he leaves office.
He called it the scarlet impeachment.
This has never been done in the history of our country. I think it is blatantly unconstitutional.
There's nothing unconstitutional about it. It's literally the definition of constitutional, because in the Constitution it lays out how impeachment happens.
This is the thing. Like, say Trump didn't incite them to go there, didn't directly tell them to go there. Once they were there, if it can be proven that he didn't send the National Guard, like they're claiming.
Oh, that's an official record.
Then that's a problem.
That he wasn't the one who sent it.
That's a problem.
I mean, that's the official record, and I don't think anyone disputes that.
Wasn't it that they he turned it down when they requested it?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
I just know that the official record shows that it was Pence and Nancy Pelosi that enacted the National Guard.
Driven by the radical left. And what is Joe Biden doing? He's sitting on the sidelines and doing nothing. One phone call from President-elect Biden would stop this. And to my Republican colleagues in the Senate, if we embrace an unconstitutional impeachment of Donald Trump after he's out of office...
Talk to a lawyer talk to a lawyer that specializes in constitutionality. This isn't... I mean, Congress voted on it. You know, the House voted on it. It passed. It's constitutional. Now it goes to the Senate, and they get to decide whether or not to convict him or not.
Hey, y'all.
That's it.
Hey, y'all. He's like, this is not a letter to like Biden. This is him trying to tell the Republicans not to side. They need 17 Republicans to make this impeachment legit, right?
They need a 2/3 majority.
Well, they said at the beginning of this they needed 17 Republicans, so I don't know if that's
so there's 100 people in the Senate.
So they need 25?
And there's
50-50 right now.
It's 50-50 now. Well,
with Kamala being the 51st.
She has the tie. She only votes if there's a tie.
Tiebreaker, yeah.
There's, you know,
so
who knows?
67.
We know Romney. Yeah. So there's Romney. Romney would vote guilty.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, he voted guilty last time.
Yeah.
There's probably a few Republicans that would. Maybe the world will be shocked and Mitch McConnell will vote yes.
There's rumors that he might.
Yeah.
You know, Biden's worked with a lot of these guys, right, for decades.
Yeah.
And a lot of these guys probably do not like Trump from what he's done to their party.
Someone in the chat just said, you can't kick someone out of office who's not in office. Right. Impeachment isn't just about kicking someone out of office. There's actual accountability. There's actual punishment. There's actual sanctions. It's not just simply about kicking someone out of office. They can impose other sanctions and punishment on him.
Like through the impeachment, they can say that he could never run for office again. They can make all these other
all this money he's collecting because there's the chance he might run for president again. That stops. That's a huge thing against him. Yeah, there's possible jail time. There's all sorts of stuff. It's not just kicking him out of office. People are very short-sighted on this. You need to actually look about what the possible consequences are. But I don't think my doubt is that there's enough senators that'll do it, but
you need 17 Republicans and all 50 of the...
Right, and there's like a couple hundred Congress people, and they could only get 10 Republicans in Congress to vote on it. So,
but they only needed that 10, right? They didn't need more than that. So
they just needed a majority.
Yeah. So
even if one person, you know, just 51% would have gotten it. You know,
but those Republicans had it. It was easier for them because they knew the outcome was going to be,
I think,
impeachment.
No,
so they didn't have to ride against their party.
I don't agree. I think there are Republicans that voted. There were more than enough Republicans that voted yes for it to happen.
Well, so those other ones didn't
I don't
have
understand your point.
The other Republicans that didn't vote for it didn't have to put their neck on the line.
They wouldn't have.
Well, maybe they would have if it really mattered, but they knew it didn't matter because they were gonna lose it anyways. So they're like, we're not gonna put our neck out. We're gonna play it safe.
I think it's more of putting your neck out to support Trump at this point. We'll see.
It will destroy the party. The Republican Party wants to move forward. President Trump's going to be the most important voice in the Republican Party for a long time to come. He's going to accept responsibility for his part on January the 6th, but impeaching him after he leaves office is not only unconstitutional. From a Republican point of view, it would destroy our party.
How great would it be?
The Republican Senate.
Your party's destroyed, but it's destroyed by Trump.
How great would it be if, when it comes time to vote, Senator Lindsey Graham, votes to impeach Trump, like after talking all this shit about not doing it, something changes his mind last minute? That'd be great. I would like that.
Know that because it is a reality, and it will not help the country. The most important thing, impeaching him after he leaves office will be disastrous.
He's already been impeached
for this country and our party.
He was impeached before he left office, but now they're going to attempt to convict him, find him guilty, while after he leaves office. And there's nothing that says this can't be done. There's no rule.
You know, there are a lot of people out there who feel that they never saw accountability from so many wrongs that were done in the last 4 or 5 years. Senator, you know this. And people are mad at you as well. Why didn't you declassify the Russiagate transcripts before the election? Was there anything you could have done differently to make people feel that there was accountability for an effort to take down a candidate and then a sitting president with the whole Russia hoax nonsense?
I mean, I know of at least one Democrat in the Senate that I know would vote against impeachment. So there are Democrats, or against conviction. There are Democrats that'll do that.
You think they will?
I know of at least one. That guy from West Virginia. What's his name? Joe Manchin.
Manchin.
Yeah, Joe Manchin. I've already heard him, and he's against the $2,000 stimulus too. He's a very conservative Democrat that will very often vote with Republicans.
Well, I did hearings. I'm not a prosecutor. I've told you this like 10,000 times. It's not my job to put people in jail. I can't fire anybody. It's my job to perform oversight.
You had
It's my
subpoena
job
power.
to perform oral sex in the bathrooms at the airports, in the bathroom stall.
Subpoena power.
Yeah, well, look, we called McCabe, we called Comey, we called everybody. Everybody who signed the warrant said in my committee, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have signed the warrant. Durham is the prosecutor. I'm not going to get in his way. My time is over, so I'm releasing all the interviews of the people who participated in the Judiciary Oversight Committee. I'm proud of what we did. It was my committee that got everybody to come before the country as a whole and say, if I knew then what I know now, I wouldn't have signed the Carter Page warrant. It's up to Durham to prosecute people, and we'll see what he does.
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, the only thing that would get enough Republicans to vote guilty would be them honestly starting to get the feeling that distancing themselves for Trump now will ensure their electability in the future, because that's all they really care about. There were so many Republicans, including I think Lindsey Graham, that was like, Trump will be a disaster if he becomes president, but then he became president and he totally switched. There were a lot of establishment Republicans that kissed Trump's ass after he became president, but were like super afraid of him becoming president.
I love how anti-Trump Ted Cruz was all the way up until Trump getting that nod, and now he's like ride or die all the way to the fucking the march on the Capitol building. Like that dude, Trump said some mean shit about him and his wife. Like it was they were at each other's shit, and then now he is like gargling the nuts. Mm-hmm. He has got
Senator, I wanna
MAGA
ask you about
hangers on his fucking chin.
Policy priorities, because now Bernie Sanders is in your shoes. He's going to be in your shoes as the chairman of the Budget Committee. What do you see as the priorities of Bernie Sanders? How will America's money be
This should be interesting.
spent?
Well, the first thing they're going to do is use reconciliation, where you just need 50 votes to increase your taxes. So what are their priorities? They're going to roll back border security at the border. And you see,
are they though?
They're going to roll back border security at the border.
Are they going to roll it back?
No.
This is something.
We're going to stop wasting money on fencing that people can climb in like 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think that we're going to get a little smarter with it. Maybe I'm wrong.
the caravan's beginning to form now. They're going to raise your taxes. They're going to impose regulations on the economy. They're going to try to make
there
DC
should be
a
regulations on the fucking economy, dude.
They're going
How
to
many
try
Hollywood
to
movies are there about people getting freaking cancer in their backyard because of big corporations dumping, and we're just supposed to act like it doesn't exist? These Hollywood movies aren't. They're not propaganda. They're shining light on a serious problem where corporations save millions of dollars by paying fines rather than discarding their waste appropriately, and that's disgusting. That's fucking criminal, disgusting, killing people.
of the Green New Deal and Medicare for All through budget reconciliation. I've got a fight on my hands. The one thing I want to tell President Trump, you're leaving office with some of the most significant accomplishments in my lifetime. You brought order to chaos at the border. You rebuilt the military when it...
No, he didn't. Almost nothing has changed at the border. He built a couple extra miles of fence.
16 miles of fence, of wall. 16 miles of new wall across the entire border.
Fence. It's not wall.
If the entire border was your penis, that's not even a centimeter of extra fucking penis you would have got from this MAGA dick pill.
was on its back. You destroyed ISIS. You got 5 peace agreements between Arab countries and Israelis. You got the USMCA. You cut our taxes. Here's what I think Republicans need to do. Work with Biden where we can, maybe on infrastructure, but fight like hell turning America into a socialized nation. Fight like hell to make sure we don't undercut border security. Reject the Green New Deal. Fight like hell against raising taxes. Here's what I predict. If they do what they're talking about doing, Republicans will come roaring back in 2022. We'll take back the House. We'll take back the Senate. And just in a few months, President Trump's will be looked at far differently than he is today.
I predict that we're all hurting so fucking bad right now. We've all been forced to do things for this country over the last year that not everybody's comfortable with. Even the people comfortable with doing them are uncomfortable in doing them. It sucks to fucking have to do these extra steps to be safe and then think out there other people aren't and they're catching the cough and their family are fucking getting the cough because other people aren't protecting themselves and you bring it into your family, you bring it into your household. That sucks. But we are forced to sit at home and do this shit for a year. People want answers. We didn't get no answers under Pence and Trump. They just pushed it further and further down the road, denied it existed. And the problem was, even if this was a fake virus, a fake cough, there's a breaking point where the fake has to pay off for somebody. And we got people right now who are willing to vote to get some new interest in. Maybe this is the Patriot 2.0 electric boogaloo.
He always like Republicans always act like getting a little bit of social safety nets or a little bit of socialism is like being Soviet Russia overnight. Like adding a little bit of socialism to our already capitalistic economy is somehow, next thing you know, we're gonna basically be all Stalinists. You know, we're gonna have gulags and shit. It's really weird.
Well, what should we take away from the fact that the first move from Joe Biden is this spending blowout? $1.9 trillion in coronavirus spending, Senator. When are you and your colleagues going to start worrying about $23 trillion in debt? Probably the same size as the overall economy.
Yeah, I think, the debt is a problem, but the coronavirus is raging. The hospitals are full. People are out of office,
he's not denying it.
$1.9 trillion is way too much. We just did $900 billion, but President Trump was right about a $2,000 stimulus check to middle class and lower middle class families who are struggling out there. I will support that, but I'm not going to bail out these blue states who've mismanaged their state governments and budgets under the name of the coronavirus.
I'm not going to bail out these blue states.
Joe Biden's off to a lousy start. It would be so easy for him, in the name of healing this country, to tell Schumer to stand down impeachment. No good.
You're really trying to bark up this impeachment tree.
What does the country need to heal from? Because you're saying Trump wants to heal the country, but Trump is the thing we're healing from.
And Trump won't even go to the fucking inauguration.
Right. And accountability is how we heal from this, not giving him a pass.
Comes from impeaching President Trump out of office, but he can't do that. So I'm really worried that he's going to stand up to the radical left on anything. I think we're going to have in the first 100 days.
If I was Trump, I would go to the goddamn inauguration. I would look Biden in the eye and say, I wish I could have left it better for you. Good luck. Please get this impeachment off me. Please, Mr. Biden, help me. They coming to get me. I would slurp Biden a little bit behind the fucking podium. I would do everything I possibly could, but he's going to hold his head up high, walk away, not even look him in the fucking eye. That's a man right there, when you can't look someone in the eye when you took the L. Even if you did get robbed, Trump, recognize when you've been robbed, throwing a hissy fit ain't going to get you your shit back, dude. You look like a little bitch right now.
Here's some info on the Senate over convicting Trump.
Trump at this hour obsessed with his demise as the president faces his second Senate impeachment trial. Trump is said to be consumed by the spectacular unraveling of his presidency. And he is, though, still shutting down any talk of a possible resignation. This, as another Republican senator signals support for his removal in a Senate trial. Republican Senator Lisa Murkowski, in a statement, writing,
pretty sure Trump leaves tomorrow, too.
The House has responded swiftly and I believe appropriately.
I think that's the inauguration.
I will listen carefully and consider the arguments.
That he would get on the plane hours before the ceremony.
Oh, no. Oh, I thought I thought when they said the ceremony, they meant his ceremony.
Both sides, and I will then announce how I will vote. The Alaska senator open to convicting Trump in the impeachment trial. As a GOP source tells CNN, quote, there is no love lost within the Senate Republican conference for Trump. Look, if the ballots were closed, it'd be overwhelming for conviction. But we will see how they vote.
If the ballots were closed, interesting.
Yeah, he leaves on the 20th in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thus, there are senators to watch, at least 23, including the Senate Majority Leader himself, who has not ruled out a conviction. Sources also tell CNN that McConnell, quote, hates Trump. Democrats need at least 17 of those Republicans to join them in convicting the president.
It's a lot of them.
Now, what's the over and under on Biden, like at the inauguration, being like, it's been a while since I've been in this building. It smells different. Smells like shit.
I don't see that
And he just like drops a cold promo, like fuck MAGA. He's like, boy is back. Your boy is back. Biden back in the White House, baby.
I'm trying to think of how many of these people actually would vote for conviction, and not too many.
But Republicans as a party in Washington are deeply divided. Take Senator Rob Portman, moderate. He says, quote, the president bears some responsibility for what occurred, yet goes on to continue. The president-elect Biden has rightly said he wants to set a new tone of greater unity as his administration begins. If the Senate conducts an impeachment trial, among my considerations will be what is best to help heal our country rather than deepen our divisions.
I think you got to sell the fact that, you know, the National Guard was not sent out immediately. Like if Trump tells people to march on the White House and they start to break into the Capitol building, and they break into the Capitol building, and then the National Guard's not sent when he realizes they've gone too far on his march orders, like that's
not only that, but he didn't make a statement about it until people had already died.
Well, he was like, guys, go home. You're very special. You're very sweet.
That was after people had already died.
That's so bad. It was a horrible statement.
And yeah, it was a horrible statement, too. And it was way too late.
We should be focused on bringing the nation together. Congress must be the glue that starts unifying
Brad
everyone.
Lamb in the pleb chat
now
says CNN is fair and balanced. Well, guess what, Brad Lamb? We just spent 28 minutes looking at Fox News shit. You goofball. We look at both sides. We talk at both sides. We laugh at both sides. Like, how many times did we call out Wolf Blitzer for being tiny little Nazi man?
And ever that our country needs to come together.
I am willing to take.
But his name sounds.
I think he's Jewish, actually.
Really? His name sounds like
First step.
Adolf Hitler, Wolf
Extend my
Blitzer,
hand
like they'd
across
be on the
the
same
aisle to
team.
say, vote against
Blitzkrieg.
impeachment. Vote
Blitz
in
is a
favor
German
of a
word.
unified nation.
Voting against holding Trump responsible for something he sparked. And just to say the reality again, Trump lit the bonfire, he threw on the accelerant, and he did it. Not just on that day. He did it over months and months and months. And in the attack on the Capitol, as it happened, we heard his words over those months and months and months, repeated again and again by the attackers in all their ugliness.
We'll lose everything. Man, we're going to lose it all. This is our country.
Yeah, Wolf Blitzer actually was born in Germany.
Really?
This is our country. This is our house.
We're
bringing our country back. We want our country back.
No, he's Jewish.
And then, of course, during the attack and after the attack, Trump was silent, except for on Twitter, right, where he celebrated and justified the riot using his great lie. This is what he said as we saw the images of police officers with guns drawn on the House floor. He writes, these are the things and events that happen when a sacred landslide election victory is so unceremoniously and viciously stripped.
Right. Oh, see, that's what you get. That's what happens. See, that's what happens. That's what he's saying.
Go home with love and in peace. Remember this day forever.
Remember this day. Go home with love and peace is the way he can claim, like, oh, I told people to go home.
See?
No.
Away from great patriots. That is what Trump really thought. Period, full stop. And every single person in this country knows it if they are honest with themselves.
Guilty.
And of course, it took him 7 days to release the video you see there condemning the riot. He only did it on the day he was impeached a second time, and we have learned that aides had to force him to do it. And he did it because he was worried about his grave legal jeopardy and thought, okay, maybe I'll, save myself now. But there are still individuals who are.
Yeah, I was mainly interested in seeing how many or like what Republicans they thought might vote, but I don't see many of them that I think will.
I've talked to Brad Lamb in private, and I want to apologize, Brad Lamb. It seems Brad Lamb was making a joke, and I totally missed the correlation between Brad Lamb and his joke.
All right, let's read the Streamlabs, and then we'll move on. And if you guys want your Streamlabs read before the end of this show, feel free to send some in. There's a link in the description. So there's a link in the description. So just click on that and send it to us. We'll read it at the end of each segment. We're trying to get to 66.6% before the end of this stream.
The next dono should be $3.04 to top us off at 420 real quick, though.
Yeah.
Dragon of the West says, if the Republicans really wanted illegal immigration from the South, we'd be exporting economic democracy to Latin America countries as reparations for U.S. overthrowing nations and establishing banana republics. We stabilized Europe and don't get as many. So if we wanted to stop illegal immigration, we'd have to stabilize the nations in the South.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that the quality of life in Mexico, the country we share the southern border with, is so bad, and most of it is directly correlated to the U.S. war on drugs. That's why drug cartels run literal cities there.
But isn't it like that because they don't want our dirty capitalism? Because they're socialist freedoms. They don't. They're trying to fight our dirty.
Keep reading.
DJ Fix Soul said, "Hi, boys. Thank you, Fix Soul. Hey, ye Majorly Awesome got us that 420, twin, baby. Yee. Red Scare says, use code bonus evidence for 10% off your My Pillow purchase. PT Hammer got that big love. Kayla 727. Billy, sounds like you're making excuses for Nick.
Yes,
Fuentes.
Mexico is capitalist. You're right. I just don't want to try to explain to him. Yeah, you're right.
Billy, it sounds like you're making excuses for Nick Fuentes. Regardless of whether or not he was inside the Capitol building, he's fully aware of the damage he causes, and he revels in it. Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And I consistently shit on Nick Fuentes in great detail for many different things. It's just when it comes to tying him into these people, you got to get him good. You can't just like throw the accusations, right? I want him to be guilty, right? I don't want to fucking save this guy, but I also you got to see the evidence. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's find the evidence. Allegas. My Streamlabs acting funny. Hope this goes through. It did go through. Thank you, Allegas. Red Cavs. So let's go ahead and make that percentage above 40%. We've been there. Thank you, Red Cav. Also hope everyone is having a great day. My day is going good. Ben Livingston gave us that big love. Thank you again. Eric gave us the big love.
Yeah.
The Carpkosian gave us that big love. A lot of big love. Thank you guys again for the big love. Oh, and that catches us up with our regularly scheduled Ho Jam. I'm going to do a pee-pee.
All right. Do your pee-pee. All right, guys. It's just... Oh, no. Can't do that. Hi, everybody. Hi. Full screen, Ben. Full screen. So how's everybody doing? On a scale from 1 to 10, everyone type in the chat how they're doing personally. Only 1 to 10, and if you type anything else, any other numbers, I'm sorry. It doesn't count. It's disregarded. Negative. I'm not counting negative. I said 1 to 3. No decimals, no fractions. Whole numbers. Whole numbers. Oh, did I say? I meant 1 to 10, not 1 to 3. No, decimals don't count. Decimals don't count. Yeah, I said 1 to 10. Sorry, I misspoke when I said 1 to 3. I misspoke. No. I'm really surprised no one typed pi yet. No, it's not 1-3. See, Egghead's 10, so everyone should take inspiration from Egghead. He's a 10. Follow his example. Egghead. Everyone's number should have gone up at least 2 or 3 points just to know that Egghead is currently at a 10. That should have raised the collective average points of everyone. Do it. Now we're going to go into the next segment. Here it comes. Whenever it starts.
I should turn off the goddamn internet.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. DP, are they going to touch me?
Everyone, please like the stream. Here's the next part. This is Nick Fuentes talking about how awesome Baked Alaska is, how they're best friends. It's a glowing review.
I slurp him.
Yep.
Inception Groyper says, now that Baked is being waterboarded in Gitmo, have you considered dispatching one of the AF guys to the RV crew? I could see Patrick Casey telling a crazy homeless guy, you're kind of getting a little nervous there, buddy, before unleashing a stream of righteous aerolized pepper particles in his face. Well, Baked has not been captured yet, to my knowledge.
Well,
I really
it's called
hope he
arrested,
doesn't go to
not
jail. I love
captured.
that guy.
He's
one
been
of my
captured.
best friends, and
he's one of my best friends, and as
He
you
really-
know, I have a hard time making friends. Went back to my hometown with a bag of weed, and nobody would even smoke free weed with me. So of course it's gonna be one of your best friends. You're fucking miserable Felcher loser.
I was talking to Jaden and them about it the other day. How amazing is it that Yoba was in the U.S. Capitol siege?
It's so amazing that the FBI decided to look into it.
2021. You know, I think about just last year. I was at the meme mansion with Baked Alaska. This is before he was doing even the
You guys should have stayed there.
IRL streaming, and he was just hanging out, you know, eating Chipotle 3 times a day.
Character witness. That's all I'm saying.
Shit.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just putting that out
Shit.
there.
And
that's the character of the type of person that eats Chipotle 3 times a day.
You know, hanging out and in the pool, and we would hang out with him. He was getting kicked out of every place that we went to. He would get in a fight with the owners and get kicked out. We go to a bar. He would get in a fight with the bartenders, get kicked out. We went to a rafting place. You know, we were going to raft down the river. He got in a fight with them and got kicked out.
Sounds like a great guy to go out with in public.
Really great guy.
We went to the bowling alley, got in a fight with the guy there, and almost got kicked out.
We went to the Capitol. I mean, I wasn't in there. I wasn't in there, actually.
He went to the bowling alley and was playing an arcade game, playing one of those basketball arcade games.
I wish I was tall enough to play.
And the guy kept telling him, you gotta leave, and he kept putting more tokens in the machine. And eventually the owner of the bowling alley just pulled the plug on the game. And Baked was like, hey man, you gotta give me a refund, I wasn't done yet.
Seems like a really cool guy you got going there, Nick Fuentes. America first, and to put America first, be the biggest obnoxious fucking dweeb possible. Okay? You know who else puts America first? People who go to their fucking essential day jobs and put up with all this shit that you fucking nerds do to keep America running. To keep the capitalist motherfuckers that you slurp off every day in your America first column commentary bullshits. Every single one of those people are more important to America than your fucking bullshit commentary is.
Dang. Oh my gosh! You know, this is the guy this is the great Yoba. I've known him for years now. I've known him for a little bit more than 3 years now. He's one of my best friends. One of the most funny, charismatic, entertaining people I've ever known. Big heart, you know, larger than life.
Big heart, giant cock.
And a great friend. And I really hope he doesn't go away because I'll miss him. You know, I'll miss him a lot.
Maybe you'll see him. Maybe you'll both go away.
I'm going to miss him a lot.
And, you know, a lot of people have beat up on him and shit on him for a long time, but he keeps coming back. There's something about him.
He's not coming back from this.
I hope. Knock on fucking wood.
Oh, I mean, like, he can try to come back when he gets out of prison, but he's going away for years. They're going to make an example out of these people.
I should hope so.
There's something about that, there's something to be said about somebody who can get knocked down and keep getting back up, and that's what he does. I have to imagine that even his haters have to admire that. He gets knocked down.
He's literally put himself in one of the few places of entertainment that the majority of people, the mass majority of people are too good for. People would rather not be in his position. And that's the position he's in. He jumped in the one spot of entertainment that nobody wants to be in. The fucking obnoxious goober dweeb, and only other obnoxious goober dweebs support him. So that's why he keeps coming back, because he's literally in the most undesirable position possible. Nick Fuentes is in a more desirable position than Baked Alaska.
And he keeps getting backed up. He gets shit on. He gets lied about, smeared, deplatformed. He keeps getting back up, mounts this streaming career out of nowhere this summer.
Out of nowhere.
He comes back, and now he's a huge live streamer,
on an RV.
wildly successful.
He jumps on an RV full of alcoholics. He wasn't even the most entertaining person on the RV. He just whipped out his bitch-ass mace anytime somebody stepped to him. He's a little bitch.
But he's back, you know, and he just keeps going.
Thank you, sir.
And he's still smiling and kecking and having a great time. And
kecking
if only
and having
everybody could have as good a time as Baked Alaska. I feel like his haters are just jealous. Nobody is enjoying life more than him. Nobody is having a better time than Baked Alaska.
Are you kidding me?
This is Nick Fuentes. Because Nick Fuentes definitely isn't having as good of a time as Baked Alaska. He goes to weird-ass America First meetups, has a bunch of goober weirdos looking at him like he's the next Heil, the next fucking the next Heil Seeger, and they are weirdos, and he knows it. He knows he doesn't want to be friends with these people because these people look up to him like he's some sort of savior, and he knows inside himself he's a hollow shell that hides behind some memes, comes on, says some edgy things, perpetuates to a group of people who are disenfranchised from the rest of the world. So they don't have many options. And he's filling the option for these people who are running out of options. And he knows it's only a matter of time before he gets pulled under too. And so he can't become friends with these people. He can become friends with Baked Alaska because he realized Baked Alaska is as big as a fucking fraud as he is. And they're trying hard together. They could be, him and Catboy can be buddies together.
At any given moment, he's a great guy, and it's so incredible that it was him that was at the Capitol siege. How surreal that you've
sounds like you're encouraging this.
How
kind of behavior.
surreal.
Got this picture of
Baked
Baked
Alaska.
Alaska.
At the Charleston March, Charlottesville March.
No, he was dancing the Charleston.
He was dancing the Charleston and Charlottesville, man.
Oh, I'm frozen. What the fuck?
Oh no!
I didn't even realize it.
Let it go.
I gotta fix that.
Baked Alaska was at Abu Ghraib. Baked Alaska was there when Bin Laden flew the planes into the towers himself.
I feel like this image could be used for something.
Like if there's like a 19-inch penis and he's cupping the
hand?
balls. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you could definitely put a horse like a horse there, and he's got his hands around the horse's balls, and the horse's dick is just slapping him against the cheeks.
Yeah.
That would be an easy poto chop.
Poto chop?
Poto chop.
Yeah, we can poto chop. Proto chop.
Proto chop.
Yeah, we could put it out there. I'd like to see some people work their magic on it, maybe. So we'll give it a full screener for a couple seconds here before we switch it back.
What's a horse eat? Hey!
I'm also setting up the post show, guys. The post show tonight is through Patreon.
Hey.
It's for all of our patrons that are $10 and above. And we are going to do it directly after this show is over. I have to upload a few Twitch post shows that I hadn't got around to uploading yet, so those are going to get uploaded as well very soon. So a lot of content coming out. Also, for our $10 and more patrons, we got a movie review coming before the end of this month. We're probably going to do it next week sometime. What's the name of that movie?
The one I sent you?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a shot-for-shot retelling by a bunch of different filmmakers of RoboCop. So it's like a completely like independent filmmakers got together and filmed scenes. So it's not RoboCop directly. It's like the story RoboCop as told by a bunch of indie fucking filmmakers. It's
yeah, that
goofy.
sounds good.
It's fun.
I want to do more movies at that level. You know,
I watched some of it. It is fucking funny too. Like it's great.
Is it unintentionally funny? Is that
some of it? Some of it is cringy as hell. Some of it's very cringy, and some of it's just very like over the top, ridiculous. It's good.
Yeah, so if you want to, you can sign up for our Patreon. That's the $10 level. That's the best level because you get all of the video content that we make every month, 2 private shows, a movie review, and all the post show content that we do. So we're about to do one tonight. You basically get the most out of that deal, and I'm actually I'm working on getting the private show link posted now, actually.
Yes, so. If you want us to show privates, get to the private show.
I'm not doing that.
Well, show them the private show.
I will show you the private show and the post show.
What else do you think I was talking about?
Streaming himself in the United States Capitol, hostile takeover on the phone. Hello, Senate, could you make Donald Trump president?
That's why he's going to prison. Why are you laughing at it? You're obviously not actually going to miss him that much because you would realize what a fucking horrible mistake.
He's not going to miss him that much. The only reason he's one of his best friends is because Nick doesn't have any good friends. Nick is a miserable, lonely person who has delved into this world because it's the one form of attention
and money.
Money, attention, all this.
He has
it's
power
actually coming
too,
to him.
man. That's what I'm saying. People should look. There's probably video somewhere of Nick's speech or what he said that day. I'd like to hear it. I'd like evidence of what Nick actually said to the crowd that he was in front of.
I actually have a transcript here.
Okay.
Actually, it's not a transcript. It's an audio recording. I'll play it from my phone. Griper Nation, based and red-pilled, Hitler did nothing wrong. Attack the Capitol. Whoa. How could he do that?
The smoking gun
How
right
could he
there.
do that? Whoa.
Yeah.
Leading in America first, and he's on Jimmy Kimmel. I'm thinking just a couple of months ago,
how you want
we
to
were
get
at
on Jimmy
the
Kimmel.
Oak Brook Mall getting in fights with teenage girls, me and my
How
Fortnite
is that
hoodie driving
fun?
around
How does that
town.
sound cool?
I know.
Getting in fights with 15-year-old girls, making them
Seaville
cry.
veterans, me, Matt,
Okay.
Yoba. Who else? I guess just us. Kind of funny. But that friendship, that bond cannot be broken, you know. Those true friendships, that is, you know, where I will get some solace. True friends, real friends.
Yes,
Love
real
my
friends.
real friend.
I love when I make real friendships with fake people.
If my real friend made the worst mistake of their lives, I wouldn't be talking about how cool it was, like, at all.
Yeah, well, it's cool to Nick Fuentes because Nick Fuentes is so uncool. This is cool to all those uncool fucking groiper dorks.
This will lighten the mood a little bit.
Plus 1908-793-9152.
Problem is, I gotta piss right now, so fuck
Look at
yeah.
Look at him.
Damn it.
He's all trashed.
right
Do you think My Pillow makes bouquets?
Watch this. Watch this.
Oh fuck! What's
Watch.
he doing?
He fell.
Oh no!
All right.
Fulcrum. Plus 1916.
Oh shit!
Has he got a little bit of a hoarder situation going on down there?
I think so.
Oh, that's why he's got to get the mansion.
Yeah, that's it. That was
Oh, I
just
think he's okay. I think
no.
he's going to
Here's
the bathroom.
some more.
So does anybody have any questions for me?
Look at this narcissist on the phone. Trumpster Bob falls over. Does anybody have any questions for me? No, we want to know.
Is this
Bob's
when
dead.
Is this when Billy the Fridge was on Trumpster Bob's channel?
He's coming back.
Is anybody? I would upsell this. I'm like, oh my god, guys.
An escort, yes.
He's writhing
Somebody
on the
should
floor.
Definitely send him an escort.
They want to send Bob an escort?
Hey, they should. Fuck, no way, really?
Huh?
Shit.
Dude, he's that trash.
Oh,
he
no.
is that fucking trashed.
Bob.
Hold on.
He needs a life alert.
What
That-
the fuck?
Here he
One more
comes
time,
to
one more
save
time,
the
one more time.
day. You can hear the sea of beer cans on the ground parting as he flies through the air.
Fuck happened.
What the fuck? Oh, dude, he just hit his head.
Oh man, the gift that keeps
Listen,
on giving.
He's like, what the fuck? Huh? Dude, he is trash.
Yes.
Watch. This is
Hey,
crazy.
Bobby.
Fuck happened.
Fuck happened.
Dude, he's got a head wound. Did you see that?
I thought he had that before, but I wouldn't have seen it because his hat was on. Oh God.
Hey, Bobby, while you were gone, people were talking about sending a hooker over to your address.
I don't need no fucking hooker.
Yeah, you
You
do.
don't.
Goddamn room.
Maybe they can send you a girlfriend instead of a hooker. Or do you have one already?
Girlfriends ain't a problem. Hold on.
Oh, hey, Bobby, drink a little water.
Do you think we could send him some liquor and have him be the spin till you spew contestant against somebody?
Between every beer I drink. That keeps me quasi-sober and on my feet.
Yeah, drunk I may be. Hold on.
It looks like he hit his head and has like a big wound on his head. Now he's got like a goose egg.
Yeah, look, it might be.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Damn bullseye.
Bullseye.
Damn bullseye.
My guy's a shooter. Christ.
Wait, are you drinking a Keystone or Bud Light? We have a question in the chat.
It was Keystone.
Dude, he has a fucking wound on his head.
I want to get back up here with the shit.
Yeah, Bobby, we want you to get back up here. We want you fielding questions, but we have a...
Fulcrum. Plus 1916-716-3555.
Hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
Bug.
I think I shit my pants.
I should have been passed out already.
Yep.
Yeah, you wouldn't have fucking smacked your head on something.
These goddamn cocksuckers got me up here live streaming shit.
It's true.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
R.I.P.
Now we're on to someone who's super exciting. Everyone, hold on to your seats, okay?
Monsters Among Us.
Children should be protected from sexual perverts.
Yes.
There was a time when every American would hardly agree with that statement. But believe it or not,
he does not know how to set up his microphone.
That is now a controversial thing to say. That shows how far America has fallen morally and ethically.
He sounds like very muffled, and the sound of the ocean is almost overpowering in comparison to his voice.
The current political nightmare that we've been watching for months will soon fade away. But there looms another nightmare, even more sick.
Oh, he has a lapel mic, I think, doesn't he?
It looks like it.
It's turned up too loud. It needs to be turned down. The ocean needs to be quieter, and his voice needs to be way quieter too. It's like something else sounds like it needs to be tweaked too.
Than the political garbage of Washington, D.C. The nightmare of children being raped all across the USA. And it's not just a few. Hundreds of thousands of children have been taken and sold as slaves to sexual perverts who keep them as prisoners to be beaten into submission and abused.
Now, how is this going to work into your political and religious worldview? I can't wait to hear. Because, everyone agrees that this is bad. So how does this fit in?
Day after day. And it's not just a creepy guy down the street. There's solid evidence that high-level American government officials
let me guess, all Democrats, right?
Are involved in the business of child trafficking. It's time for the American people to take a stand and hit back.
Can we see the evidence? Because I agree, they should not be in our government.
See, I guess there was this swamp that one of our presidents recently was trying to drain, and according to this LGBTQAnon website I was on, they were trying to help, but unfortunately there was a stolen election, stolen by the same adrenochrome sucking degenerates that I guess run our country.
Okay.
So this is the problem. We tried.
And that is where Vets for Child Rescue comes in. Craig Sawyer, former Navy SEAL, has formed a team of veterans who investigate and coordinate with law enforcement to rescue child sex slaves and to take down the perverts, no matter who they are.
I'd love to see evidence that they've ever helped with one investigation.
I hope they have. I would love to see that. Yeah.
Contraland.com is their documentary movie, and it will not only shock you.
Available only on YouTube. YouTube is one word. It's one word with two capital letters, but YouTube is one word.
Did you hear who was going to play at Biden's inauguration?
I had heard, but I forgot because it matters that much to me.
The fucking New Radicals?
Yeah, I heard about
it.
So stupid.
And show you how
Why?
you can make a difference.
Yeah, they were a hit band when
22 years ago?
Yeah, well, I was like a senior in high school when their song was really big.
Now, millions of you sit at your computer screens outraged at the moral and ethical filth that is sweeping America.
I guess Garth Brooks is playing too?
And
That's
you want to do something
better.
about it.
I mean, Garth Brooks was popular back when I was in high school too, but country, you have like more longevity than pop music.
Well, the New Radicals, like pop music, there's more pop music that has more longevity than the New Radicals.
Yeah, they're one-hit wonders, I'd say, right?
They're one-hit. They're literally one-hit wonders, only known because they name drop Marilyn Manson and Courtney Love.
Well, Craig Sawyer and his Vets for Child Rescue give you the opportunity to hit back against
Garth
the
Brooks
most
definitely
wicked
has
people
way
in the
more
world.
success.
This is a rallying call.
More sold albums, more like, stadium appearances.
Okay.
New Radicals are probably playing at like a local,
Somebody
sports
said.
bar.
Somebody said Bruce Springsteen, Bon Jovi, and Garth Brooks are playing. Did the New Radicals
Bruce
get canceled?
Springsteen is legendary.
Yeah,
man.
Bruce, Bon Jovi.
Bon
Garth
Jovi is
Brooks,
big time too.
All acceptable.
Yeah.
All wonderful. Very, very white.
That true.
But they're much better than the fucking New Radicals. When I heard that, I was like, this can't be real. And everywhere I was looking, it wasn't a troll. So I don't know. I hope that was a troll that just got
Nick
picked up.
Fuentes would say Bruce Springsteen's not white though. I mean,
The decent men and women in this country to step forward and say, I will fight for those children.
You think if Trump would have got inaugurated, he would have had Little Pimp play?
Little Pump.
In the Bible, we are told to seek justice and to rescue the weak and needy and, quote, deliver them from the hand of the wicked. That's Psalm 82. Our time is short
How
on...
much you want to bet Wild Bill doesn't do shit besides the bitching on the internet that he does? I doubt he puts himself out there. He rides around. He goes to church. He rides around in his weird prayer biker gang.
Ben.
He probably eats a lot of fucking food and probably drinks too. But he probably hides that. But I bet you Wild Bill kicks back some beverages.
Ben, if we ever got like a really big budget for Drunken Peasants, could we hire like private investigators to see what these people do in their real life and then report back on the show later?
No.
this earth. So use the time you have to make a difference. Help
tried,
Vets for
guys.
Child Rescue to get those kids away from the monsters and put those monsters away. We all have a choice. We can take action or we can pretend that it's not happening. But
You're not
think
doing
about
shit
this.
about this. Stop acting like you have anything to do with anything positive.
Bible in James 4:17 says this: whoever knows the right thing to do and fails to do it, for him it is sin.
Oh, you didn't do the America Bless God?
He's probably going to remember to do it now. That's why this weird take is here. Because like, look at the. Is it over? Is the video over?
Yeah, that's it.
Weird.
So
weird.
I haven't played DSP in a while, but I saw this funny video of him because people noticed something about his earlobes, like a crease in his earlobes that's actually an indication of heart disease. And people in his chat were telling him about it. It's interesting.
Yeah, see, I need to get this coming from multiple directions somehow. This is confusing. Chunky to me $4.20 says your ears have Frank's sign lines. They're linked to heart conditions. Go see a doctor. You do realize that Frank's sign is not a medical condition. It's a fucking stupid rumor that has no bearing in medical fact at all. And anyone who believes it is a fucking idiot because there's absolutely no medical evidence whatsoever that it means anything.
I'm Dr. Bobby Lazzara for the Medical News Minute. Now here's a little clinical pearl with recent data to support it. Did you know there's data to support an association between diagonal earlobe creases and heart disease, the so-called Frank sign?
He has them too. See?
Where are they?
Diagonal earlobe creases. I wouldn't be able to see if
I don't have them, do I?
No. I wouldn't be able to see if I had them. My earlobes are all stretched out, but I didn't have them when I got my ears pierced back in the day. Yeah, you don't have them.
So make sure.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't see it.
Present in such notable individuals as Steven Spielberg and George W. Bush, according to photos from some of the world's best paparazzi.
Doctors completely agree that it's bullshit, but only dummies believe it. It's like some fucking old wives' tale. And people are so dumb that they actually believe that shit. You have to be a complete fucking moron to believe it. You're so stupid.
Damn it, Phil.
Now, a study from China published in the British medical journal Online found a positive correlation between diagonal earlobe creases and coronary artery disease using 558 consecutive patients that underwent coronary angiography. The results of the study showed using multiple regression analysis that diagonal earlobe creases were independently associated with significant coronary artery disease.
Isn't that crazy?
I really feel bad for you if you believe that kind of stupid shit.
I wonder what causes that. You know, if someone has emphysema, the tips of their fingers get all like bubbled out. Like it causes like the tips of your fingers. No, yours look normal. Like your fingernail would get like all like bubbly up. You know what I mean?
Okay, good.
It's really weird.
This was defined as a greater than 50% obstruction in at least one major coronary artery. The take-home message: for those docs that still use an otoscope, on the way towards the eustachian tube, have a look at the earlobe for a diagonal earlobe crease. You may want to do a risk assessment for cardiovascular disease and focus on some modifiable risk factors. Dr. Sanders T. Frank would be proud of you.
Thank you, Dr.
I'm
Sanders.
Dr. Bobby Lazzara.
Oh, no.
for the
I'm sorry.
Medical
Thank
News
you, Dr. Bobby Lazzara.
Wow. I feel like I learned
Anyway.
Vosh doesn't have an earlobe tumor. Vosh has keloids.
Yeah, they grew after he like got his ears pierced.
Yeah,
and when he gets them removed, they grow back.
Happens to people pretty regularly. Some people just have that in their body. In their body.
I'm going to take a quick restroom break.
Benjamin's going potty. Benjamin's going potty. He's got to go potty. He's got to go pee. I think it is a pee. Maybe he's going number 2. That's a poo. Do. That was the musical segment for tonight's Ben's got a dumper. What? He thick. I'm going potty too, but I'm wearing an adult diaper now, so I ain't gotta leave the room. I just fill the chair up with my nastiness. Not true. My earlobes looking sideways. Don't troll me. Do. You gotta go number 2. Or dun. Do you gotta go number 1? Billy, tell us a story where you shut your pants. No way, dude. How's your half lemon, half tea, Billy? It's great. These are, if you guys drink Spindrift, you know what I'm talking about. These are delicious, sparkling waters with real fruit in them. This little suckatootie got 5 calories. Nice little tea and lemon combination. Half tea, half lemon. Very delicious. We're not sponsored by these mother duders right here. So that was a free little tip to y'all at home. If you can get your hands on some Spindrift, they make other flavors too. They have some delicious, refreshing, crisp beverages. It's got lemon juice in it.
Oh, the spaceship with the rocket fuel.
Oh, it contains 3% juice. 3% juice. Video game underground. Got the best video games in town. I do not video game much, but I actually do. I don't do like really cool games. I do like
trendy
Among Us
games
and Fall Guys. I like Fall Guys. Little tooties bouncing around. I played Animal Crossing for quite a while, but I haven't logged in for like over a week. My Islanders are probably all
Pokemon Go.
I don't play Pokemon Go anymore either.
Really? Wow, that's amazing.
I gave up on everything I love. I did log in on Machamp Day for Pokemon Go, and that was it.
Maybe now's the time for you to switch to the Wizards game.
Hell no, I don't want to play more games. Like I got talked into playing both those games by friends, and then both
You did
my
play
friends,
Wizards?
No, I like logged in. I set up an account, but I never got past when you have like the big fat dude. What's his name? Hagrid, yeah. Hagrid was sitting there in my room, like,
yeah,
yo, Harry Wizard.
Yeah. That's like the very
okay.
beginning.
Okay, Hagrid, thanks.
I played it for a little while. I haven't played it in a long time, but it was like, I think it's a better structured game than Porco. It's the same game in many respects, but some of the stuff is different. It kind of switched things up if you like augmented reality style games. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go. We're moving on into oddities. Enjoy.
Those of you that haven't liked the stream yet, think about liking that stream.
Load the spaceship with the rocket fuel. Hulk Hogan.
Please disappear. Please disappear. Please disappear.
Please disappear.
Ooh. We should do a review of the Onision series. Maybe we'll wait till it's all out and just...
I think it's all out now.
Is it all done?
Yeah, they had 3 episodes.
I wonder if I can download it somewhere.
You probably can.
Yeah.
I have it on the Discovery Plus. I bought a month for like $7.
It worked. It worked. Wonder how many people did that. They probably made a
But
killing.
I watched it with people on my Discord. Like today, we watched the 3rd episode, and so other people didn't have to buy it because they got to watch it with me.
Yeah. All right, here is King Cobra. I watched this actually a while back on my other stream on my other channel, but I wanted you to see it because it's interesting. This is King Cobra doing a reaction video to someone talking shit about him. He doesn't normally do this.
Interesting.
So here it is.
What is up? What is up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra. Somebody made a video about me. Okay. I've pretty much ignored most of the video responses from this chick because I don't think she knows me that well, you know? Okay, so what's her name? Let's see. Oh, Leanne Michelle makes this video called King Cobra JFS Gender Relations / OnlyFans / Dry Spell continues reaction.
I think it's just a girl he's reacting.
It is a girl. It is a girl.
I think that's why he's reacting, because he's...
I don't know. I mean, he doesn't say anything flattering about her here.
Maybe he feels challenged sexually and
I
wants
don't
to
know.
react to her. He listened to her because she was a girl.
She does mock his dry spell.
Oh, Leanne Michelle she made a video about. She's made several videos about me, and this is a video that someone sent me, and we'll watch it. And here's the thing of it: I'm not gonna talk shit. I'm not going to get mad, or you know what I'm saying.
You do both of those things. I want to point out he does do both of those things eventually.
I haven't seen this video yet, so
he gets mad and he does talk shit throughout the entire video.
We'll watch it.
And I thought I would start with checking in on Josh, see how he's doing.
Oh, you're checking up on me? Aren't you just the sweetest?
That's so weird.
His
that's creepy.
It's fake. It's like it reminds me of Tila Tequila's laugh, which is like
a little bit. A little bit.
And I did stop into CJ Robot's live stream on New Year's. I will link his channel down below. Also, the video that I'm going to be reacting to is actually from Bite Size channel because this came from a 4-hour live stream, and I don't have time for that.
First of all, fuck Bite Size Cobra videos.
Whoa.
You should no. Bite Size Cobra is doing you a favor.
You don't have time to watch a 4-hour long video. I get it. But a lot of my trolls will take, like, they'll take the things that could be misinterpreted to the worst and then clip it all together. They never clip my true talking points. They don't clip any of the good.
Your talking points are not that complicated. I mean, I've never seen them edit something in a misleading way. It's not like they're like editing little word snippets together and making you say something totally different.
Even if they did, let's say 1% of the viewers of Bite Size Cobra come to Cobra's channel and see Cobra do the full 4-hour and get the full experience. That's good. Get new people looking at your stuff.
Shit that I say. Anything that I say that could be taken out of context, basically.
Still trying to get monetization rights back.
Monetization rights.
Monetization.
Whoa.
Now he doesn't understand that he's saying it wrong. So listen to what he says here.
What was that? Monetization rights. What the Oh, that's rich. Okay, how many subscribers does this chick have?
Oh, you see how he's pulling this card? He's pulling this card.
8.49K subscribers.
Yeah, which is not too far away from him. He's probably like 15,000 or something.
Like, I don't know what Leanne's problem is with me, to be honest, because, you know what I'm saying?
But you have StreamYard, and you can get...
It's not StreamYards, it's Streamlabs.
See how his eye can still do that shit.
People were spamming my videos on Streamlabs with hates and doing a shit ton of chargebacks. When people are sitting there giving you $5 and then spamming your Streamlabs chat, you're a faggot. Poot, 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 poot.
They're paying you to do that, man. And you can, there's a button you can click to stop that when it happens.
Poot, 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 poot.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Someone please do that. I'll let you do it. Feel free to send me a spam TTS Streamlabs.
Don't do it, guys. No.
And I'm like, I really don't need to do Streamlabs that badly.
You don't need to, but you'd be more. You wouldn't be depending on your dad anymore, and you wouldn't be overdrafting your bank account all the time. It's a simple change.
Like, yes, I can get money instantly through that, but I don't care. People out there know I have Asperger's, and they fuck with me on purpose because they want to trigger their autism. Because to them, it's a game. They don't realize what it's like to have it and struggle with it every day. And the fact that you're obsessed with trying to fuck with me shows that secretly you're my biggest fan and you just can't admit it.
The thing is, Cobes, is you could get offline anytime and they would stop. When you put yourself out there, you can't hide behind your Asperger's from criticism. These people are going to be assholes. They're going to be trolls. But that comes along with the job of putting yourself online. You're not a protected class. It's unfortunate that you can't handle it because, you know, that is where the magic kind of comes from, is the interaction between the trolls. Let them feed you a little bit while you feed into their trolling. Let them give you that money for it.
Exactly.
Check out the shirt, people. The people suck. I need a beer. We've all had that feeling. Buy this t-shirt.
What is all over that shirt? That's gross.
Okay, so
yeah, there was shit, like, it was too small to see, really, but he has, like, stuff all over his fucking shirt, the shirt that he was showing on camera, and I think it's, like, ashes. He, like,
sometimes I get cigarette ash on my shirts. Okay, it happens. It's not gross, that's just how it is. Like, you want to talk about gross. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure it doesn't make you smell too good.
Hey, people have been treating me like all the negative assholes and shits. It's cigarette ash.
Does it come with the free white stains?
No, it doesn't, you smart ass. Okay, fuck you. Sincerely. You know what? Everyone's done this. Everyone has done this. We spill shit on our shirts. It happens.
Is he rubbing soap on himself again?
And then he rubbing stuff on himself again? No. Okay? And if I rub a little bit of tactical soap on my pant legs, you know, to get a little bit of extra bit of that smell, who are you to judge? Tactical soap smells good.
Could he be any more annoying?
Could he be more annoying? Then why are you watching me?
Good point, Cobes. Point for Cobes.
Every time this Leanne chick, or what her fucking face name is, does a video reaction to me, my fans will send me a text message like, oh my God, Leanne's talking shit again.
Those are you say my fans there, but those are the same people that are your trolls. The people that tell you other people are talking shit about you to get you to react to it. That's the same fucking thing. Like, your fans are your trolls.
And I'm like, I don't care. I really just do not care.
So what's next? Do I call the one in the UK the crumpet virus? Like, get the fuck out of here.
How about you get the fuck out of here? That's not how any of this works.
Get him, Leanne.
How about I get the fuck out of here? That's not how any of this works.
Ooh.
Fuck you, you fat, nasty.
Not gonna get mad. Not gonna talk shit.
Cunt.
Very mad.
Yeah, I called her a cunt.
Okay, choke on a donkey dick and rotate. That's not how any of this works.
Do you rotate?
You don't get it, do you? You just don't fucking get it. Okay?
choke?
You just don't fucking get it. People calling it the China virus because it started in China. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have any idea how any of this works?
I'm probably not the only one going through a bit of a dry spell with the whole social distancing thing in place.
You haven't had sex in 3 years. The virus has been around for a year. You can't blame social distancing and the virus on your lack of sex.
Oh, I'm not, honey. I'm not blaming social distancing on that. Okay, the lack of sex is what it is. I quite frankly don't give a shit anymore. I was saying that because, and you see other people dealing with the same thing, it makes it more relatable.
More important things.
Maybe like getting a job.
I do not
or
understand that explanation.
He's saying he talks about his dry spell and not getting laid because his fans are in the same boat as him, and they relate to him. They relate to him.
Place or
You're not getting a job of cleaning your place. Honey, I clean my place. You don't even know. I clean my place, dude. Seriously, I do.
Another one.
What the fuck is that shit on your carpet back there? Didn't he just move in here?
Yeah.
You see over on the left?
The little bleach stain, maybe?
Almost. That's what it looks like.
Maybe it's some chowder.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? That was not there when he first moved in, right?
I don't think so. Like, we have to go look at his most recent video and then the first video from this apartment and layer them over each other forensically.
Another thing is I want to see if that vacuum cleaner has moved at all. Like,
it probably has. I bet you he vacuums up.
One thing that definitely has moved is the little dummy right there, because it used to be under his workbench and now it's sitting like a human.
And I think he put his couch section down from last time we watched him. The divider in the middle of the couch.
Yeah.
I want to hang out with Cobes, dude. I really do.
But it fell out. And I was like, oh.
Is it that long of a walk from your refrigerator to your chair that you gotta have 3 of them?
Is it that long of a walk from my chair to the fridge? Let's see.
This is ridiculous what he does here.
Let's see. Let's count the seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4.
He's such a toddler.
I'm a toddler. I'm a toddler. Fuck you. Okay?
That's all he can say.
You know how many times I've been called an autistic man-child? He's such a toddler. Oh my God. Okay, screw you.
I never call you autistic. I don't think it's fair to attack you because of that. You mention that all the time.
Yeah, you turn all the attacks against you into attacks against autism.
Right.
And I think there's some unfair criticism lobbed towards King Cobra, and then there's a lot that's just like, you're different,
right.
dude.
The
You-
unfair
things stand
stuff
out.
is designed to get him to react to it.
Yeah.
I drink too much, I get crap for it. I cut down on my alcohol. You know what I'm saying? I learned to tell myself, hey, I've had enough. I'm good. How does that make me a toddler? If anything, that makes me more responsible with my fucking drinking.
I'll tell you this. This is what makes you a toddler: is that you can't handle the super chats. That's the problem here. Grow up a little bit. Let them feed into your fucking hate. Play into it. Play the character. And then man up and make some money off these fucking idiots. Because right now, they're doing it to you for free.
Yeah.
Get paid, my dude.
It's going to happen regardless if you keep streaming.
You know what I'm saying?
The only way to
That's
stop
what's
it,
up.
the only way to stop it would be to quit streaming. So if you're going to keep streaming, why not monetize it? Like, you're acting like you're stopping something by ending your TTS. That's not true.
Give in to the dark side. Make that money,
I
honey.
just called him a toddler, but hey, he's learning how to control his temper tantrums, I guess.
Yeah, fuck you. Okay, fuck you. Oh, I just called him a toddler, but he's getting better at controlling his temper tantrums.
No, I mean, you're proving her wrong, actually. That was the one compliment she gave you, and now you're going back on that.
Okay, I have shorts on underneath.
Oh, no.
Is he whipping out the diesel?
He doesn't actually show it, but he shows it, like, with his fucking, like, underwear, and I do not want to show it.
Is he putting out the pickle?
He shows, like, the outline of it, so I'm going to skip. I'm skipping
I don't need to
this.
see that.
Yeah, it's like, what? This really makes you look like a fucking idiot. Like,
about diapers, shall we?
I don't know, like...
To be fair, Sydney, if you posted content on OnlyFans, you'd be really rich.
By Cobes alone, you would get all his money.
What you did not own her at all. It made you look ridiculously stupid.
No, not just by me alone. Fuck you, okay? Fuck you. By Cobes Alone. Okay, the idea that Sydney Watson is attractive to you, I don't get it. It's because she's younger, skinnier, and probably has more subscribers than you and me both.
That doesn't matter.
And that's why you're triggered by it. That's why you say shit like, oh, probably by Cobes Alone. Because women are so catty towards each other. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay money for OnlyFans when I can go on Chatterbait for free. Chicks like this, you know what I'm saying? What's up, honey? Is your husband not giving you any dick and that's why you're in a foul mood? Well,
to be fair, I'd rather be on some website with somebody else because it's easier.
What? What the fuck? Did she just... Hashtag backpedal. Hashtag backpedaling.
What's she backpedaling on?
Reverse pedal.
That's my point exactly. It's women, you shouldn't have to do this kind of thing to make yourself noticed in the world. Like,
We're not doing it to be noticed in the world. We're doing
Oh my fucking God. Yes, you are. Yes, you don't lie to me.
it to make it easier on people like you who can't get a real girl.
Oh, she went there. That right there. I can get a real girlfriend, and I will have a real girlfriend.
Dude, this is a full-on meltdown, right? I'll show you. I get a real girlfriend. I will. I'll show you.
I hope he does.
Fuck you.
She'll be an adult, and she'll be perfect for me.
I love how he threw
that. Was weird.
Yeah, the way he always does that. How he always like.
She'll be an adult, and
she'll be an
perfect
adult,
for me.
and she'll be perfect.
But that's
for
because
me.
people troll him about.
He has to
underage.
ignore that.
He can't. He's that guy.
You wait and
he's
see.
That guy.
This assumption that I can't get a real girlfriend because I'm autistic, I have Asperger's.
She didn't say that. She never mentioned autistic or Asperger's at all so far through this video.
And I haven't been laid in 3 years? Fuck you. This is the kind of crap that people with disabilities face.
I'll pop on to Chatterbait and I'll find the hottest chick I can find.
That you can afford.
That I can afford? Fuck you.
Can you imagine what his Google history is like?
She rolls her eyes, but she knows I'm right. She knows I'm fucking right. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I can't get a girlfriend. Believe me, I can. You know, I may be autistic, but when a woman thinks I'm cute, I notice. Oh, believe me, I notice. And that's funny because I don't even need alcohol.
I mean, Cobra takes his shirt off and flexes like he actually, like he'll take his shirt off and pose like a bodybuilder. It's really weird. But he actually thinks he looks like a bodybuilder.
Be entertained at this point. This chick is something else, man. Let me tell you.
I am friends with a lot of hot chicks on Facebook.
You're friends with bots and people who catfish.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Thank you. I'm aware that a lot of the hot chicks I'm friends with on Facebook are my trolls. You probably got some bots in your account too. You know what? I'm not sitting here judging you by what the fuck you're wearing. And yes, I will take the bar of tactical soap and go like this. Okay, I said I was going to be nice, but this chick is, this Leanne Michelle, whoever the fuck she is so insufferable.
He'd probably go out with her if she asked him out. I bet you he would.
She's not a goth queen though. If she
He'd
gothed
take
it
what
up,
he can get.
If she-
I've seen what his other girlfriends have looked like.
if she got $100 gift card to Hot Topic, maybe she could be in his.
Like some of the girls he dated, they were not goth. So
I mean, there's other types of porn out there that aren't gangbangs.
I know that. Okay, thank you. Oh, Sherlock Holmes over here. No shit, Sherlock.
He is too into this right now.
I watch lesbian porn, by the way, so you're preaching to the choir. You know? If I had $8, dude, I'd totally get some. All right, bye-bye.
$8? What is he buying for $8?
If I don't have a girlfriend,
Girl Scout cookies?
When I watch some other dude doing it.
Maybe you can learn something. Watch
Maybe you can learn something. Oh my God. No, it's because I don't want to see someone else's The thing I got between my legs, yeah. The thing that other guys have, nope.
Because I'm really not sure you're even jacking off right at this point.
He's like, how do I respond? His wanker scabs are proof that he's got some chafing issues from masturbatory interactions.
His wanker scabs.
Oof.
I like this a lot, too. That looks pretty great.
What is he going to say in response to that? Like, he's really thinking right now. He's racking his brain.
I'm waiting for it, too. I don't remember exactly what he says. He looks horrified.
Poor guy.
Why do you care how I jack off? Oh, believe me, I know how to jack off. I'm not stupid. Or as stupid as people perceive me to be. And like, why do you care if I'm not jacking off right? That's none of your business.
You just showed the outline of your dick through your pants to her. Don't act like you're all sensitive about your wiener privacy now.
I don't ask how you're masturbating. And quite frankly, I don't care.
Why is he always scratching at his ears?
What do you call? I have an itch. Why do you care? I'm not always scratching at it, but occasionally I do this number. Everyone does that, you know?
I'm going to do it to the point where even my true fans are going, Jesus Christ, Cobra, another double standards gender relations video.
You've succeeded. We're all there. We all hate them.
Whoa.
Oh, we all hate them, huh? I don't care what the fuck you think.
She is hating on our boy
I don't give a
Cobes.
shit if you hate them or not.
I
don't care how much everybody hates them. I hate the fact that women and men treat each other like shit.
Whoa.
See a hot naked chick masturbate, pull on a fucking dildo and start going to town on her pussy, fucking spraying the camera. I just got a spitting Cobra fucking.
She's laughing.
Oh.
Yeah, I got her to laugh. She's pissed off, but I got her to laugh.
Right.
She's still laughing about it. Yes! Yes! I got her to laugh.
I'm glad he can still enjoy his victories. That's good.
He's manufacturing a victory. She's laughing at him, which he doesn't like. That's why we can't get him on here. People always tell me to have Coase on. I don't think Cobes will come on here, even though it would be a good opportunity for him to get new viewers on his streams and everything. I'm pretty sure he's offended that we've ever made fun of him at all.
That's the problem.
He has, as you can see, he's quite a sensitive fellow.
I'm gonna have to go to Wyoming and get him a girlfriend so he trusts us again.
I got a chick to laugh. That is awesome, dude. I love making chicks laugh with my sick sense of humor. I love it.
Coupon code King Cobra will get you 15% off your next order of tactical soap.
This is the same soap that's never gotten him laid once a day.
Oh my God. You don't understand how the soap works.
Ooh.
The same soap that has But here's the thing of it. I don't have to get laid to know that the soap works. I really don't.
How? Then how do you know it works?
Because he's more comfortable with himself as a man.
You're talking all this shit, honey. Like, maybe you should get yourself some tactical soap for your man.
Whoa.
You know?
That laugh is probably reason number 972. You haven't gotten laid in 3 years.
Judging me for my laugh? Oh, that's cute. Because I don't judge you for the way you laugh. Dude, it's my sex life. Why do you care so much?
Such a rebel.
Oh, you don't even know. Bad to the bone.
Blad? Did you say blad?
His bladder is
bladder to the bone. So we're about to wrap this up and go do our post show. On our post show tonight, it's going to be fucking insane. So you don't want to miss it. How do they, you know what? We never got to the 66%. It stopped at 55.
We're
it
very
started
close.
just. Oh, you know what? We do have to read the Streamlabs before we go to the post
We
show.
were very
so maybe
close.
maybe we will reach it.
We were very close.
Maybe we will.
Cluminati gave us that big $10 baller. Senpai God became a $10 patron. So did Adorable Bastard, and that is how you guys get to watch the post show. $10 patrons and above get to watch the post show with us. I do believe if you're a member of this channel, you also get to watch the post show.
Yes. I mean, so If you only want to get the post shows, it's $10. Or I'm sorry, if you only want to get the post shows, click the join link below the video here on YouTube. You can sign up through YouTube, and I'll post the link to the post shows in our community tab. But if you want to go to Patreon and become a $10 patron, you'll get the post shows, you'll get both of the private shows every month, and and our movie review, and anything else we happen to post that's video content.
Zero host Red Hawk said, "Take my money. Thank you for years of content."
This will not be a free post show. This is for patrons, $10 and above, subscribe stars, $10 and above, or members of this channel.
Oh, yeah.
Members of the channel only get the post show. Patrons, $10 and above, get the post shows and all the other stuff that comes with it. Did you read all of them? Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go now.
You guys, we'll be back again tomorrow for a regularly scheduled Drunken Peasants episode, but it will be the last one of this week. So hopefully we see you there. And we will see you on the post show. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.